Century JT or Mamma Fabi into Jar say Ayaja and Nano Pano, not just a better your sponsors be assay and your subject just is a shemi from a subject sounds from to and it's a buffalo polo almost equally mujan Mamma Fantu and it's a rush energy drink Omni J Bad and a year kwaku smoke a year program Cassian Airbasu Kumase Ratri a year pack Baby Dion Komobi and Swediatri Tiama Renfi and no AJ channel a year de fashion me patrone Dunkwao nothing any war a yadia and Mary say de fashion omukre mujan den door master and paying for a tire chiden den and no a door master sounds like Kivo 4-in-1 Gary say a year soaking a year easy because Kivo 4-in-1 aye Gary Kivo farm and they soaking no aye easy it Mr. Ojano the luckiest Mr. Enon and a new Uchabi now so Ojano Sika Nezons aye Kivu Meltals Ghana Limited their Nezons Kivu Meltals Mr. Adomo promotion mo sort of 5,000 yema na yasia cho Sikanibino and as from saying I return Sikanibi Ediamount and more extra comfort aye foam and new mattress papa that's why extra comfort with the 20th executive about aye center. And no commerce from Muchas Council wing now free. Executive Herbal Center, KFC, a wow dino, and a Saturday, Bura KFC branch Bia, Ewa Ghana, Okwa, the patrol 39 Ghana cities, Ubinyan, a Yadopia, KFC, ISOC, a yet mining and engineering, a training school. The patrol and a sorry when it's a yetro, Quabefa, Ubefa Sobitri, a Yakasa Casino, excavator, forklift, and a Yakarina. But the 20 is a Lawson Enterprise, and the Oko Lawson Enterprise, and a Saturday. Programs are one drinks will be here and your programs now over following our Lawson Enterprise and more is a Becky and a Ben or more ever Ghana baby to a young Saturday pa and Sabia Ubina Biato Lawson Enterprise we patch on Lovic and your group of companies and your super Lovic and your phones and more is open phone at and your super Lovic and your EBA phones and accessories we patch on EBA phones and accessories and your Udua and your iPhone Kwana Okoje and your iPhone and accessories so over 40% down payment. Jakanano, Yadibamau, na what you're trying to crack, maybe so a skin shaving and bomb a solution, a Yaja Marine fee, and Yama, you used to Eddie Shavy, a Yaja Madaroma, over almost your divine hope, Heba a center, or Heba powder, Mr. Ochiano, Unya Bia, Joachia, or Heba powder, it be a just Philotimo, Industries are limited, Yenadi Philomo Kanaba, Mr. Open Papa, a Philomok, Von Ghana Limited. But the two of them say, Ayadia, Vijay Aboboyano, you're the Diaba, any motorbike Sauro, O Pibia Yaswe, and Albenabi, Sasso, Kumtontone Precon, Sasso for Equabimo, and Nano Pay, and Ramatrasia, Yadi P. and Ebramo, and NT Odia Aya Sasso, Mepato, Dr. Solomon, Aya Solak, Aya biochemist, almost Equajumadium Dendeng, and more reviews Solakaba Mesa, and a Zipman capsule, what the name just to me, Dima for about settle, Aya Dr. Time, that's so Procure Mayra, and more so Greater Accra region, Ayadia, and Eastern region, Volta region, Central region, Mugna, Procure Mayra, and Amojimani, and so HNT, and my Renfi. My men for win to the sun, easy buy your phones, and easy buy phones for the just 300 Ghana cedis. Smartphone BOP piano for Ghana card account, Kobuzia Ventures, and Kobuzia Ventures in Kwa, Franco Trading, Sea Wide, and as a name, me patro must buy. What me patro yabama a phone be sounds so and a ye shining a star socks a company say company kasia Ayadi trust us our Ghana and so a shining star source company Mama Tonton source in ano me patro ye shining star when I do an each her Pasco heba a capsules me patro for liver Ghana de a Pasco heba capsules you live on the moon sun seminano a Pasco Mr. Emma Renfi Ayadi Alaska Star Enterprise question of the day no enter Alaska the Niamani in Swaba Emma Renfi Alaska Star Enterprise a blanketings Ayadi Emma Renfi wallpaper sounds like best lamps, I used to for covers, and in Yamani in our coffee Bidiabaka farm, a Ghana Limited, home appliances, and Sophia a car farm, a Ghana Limited, and what else do we channel to home appliances, sell television, fridges, air conditions, Nino Benebiato, Kangen, and now JK drinking water. You know, between command there, Makato says, Sound on the Sena Kangen city, and one Yanun be and so Hantipebi, a alkaline. Answer number 20 is a 3P, a Gallic, a Missano, 100% garlic extract papa garlic dia ene na be bro 3p ni na be bro ayagentini na mo sisiri nyina ye 3p ni be yini nyina afiri ho garden about industries omusen fanto ni say garden about mesa ene ne capsules no ebi ewo ho for waist pains ene mo monya pass koko no mo jero no Kennedy digital satellite me pato ko Kennedy ho na daroma watete so home appliances no watete so de wo pe wo Kennedy obi a Christmas watete so ko Kennedy wana ton ya papa enso free ho Genjamed eye dental clinic me pato ye say eye Genjamed etu ko Genjamed eye branch bia ene Eben wo Accra eye Kumase Sanso ena Tamale eho nyina no me pato we enso eye Tachiman eye de eho nyina ye obi Obuzia Ventures metin komo enso ede akire Obuzia Ventures eye de Obuzia Ventures wato eye phones ni nyina ewo eye Obuzia Ventures Buzia penny pam o ma be yadwuma me ba be di komo ede akire City Ceramics mesro eye de City Ceramics no about plumbing eye materials and then me pato tiles eye towing eye to mesro odie eye City Ceramics Hasa Mesa Hasa capsules e ma we so all satam for any Hasa Mesa any Hasa capsules we na bia ebe boapi sounds na best brain publication mesro ye manager e ma we se boost na esa kra no eyusu na so sua no ese o ma best brain publication mo me person name mutu kwan ekosua de enso ewo average Astolins International and I know do any mo kuma city more basement ope and on sabe come ope so tu kwan ekosua de akoma so ye ma me fun to da se ni wo scientific about hospital Dr. Nimo na daroma adia doc airportma omo pa wo me patrone omo ya riawo ho mo nyina no Dr. Nimo and na etu nyina se edia mo e ba remfi se semen vital mesha and the capsules no ebi odwa so ye ka semen vital mesha and the capsules mesro e ma remfi e ye waste pains adro e mema 2 minutes no mo je mu no mesro mo je enso e semen bamba ko eba capsules mo nya pass e koko no mesro mo je e bamba e ko aye herbal capsules bamba ko herbal capsules aye for pulse into ma remfi tabia de takuma ba tabia de zenika ba tabia ba me sabani nyina no me so benya bi enso ato e ba bibia tonton nwe nyina se tabia takum e ade ekọ tabia ba mesa me so boje no op e ma we se ba wallpapers aye op aye wallpapers e ma we se ho ene so de woni kire op de nyama no dodo nyina ba etu fobo it say picture frames bedside lamps aye 3D wallpapers blind curtains nyina no obenya biato enso e op ho Dr. Amuzu Eba Clinic o se mfanto anim se ne Dr. Amuzu ye ne be tin common ne Amuzu P Amuzu Galibitis, Nina Dr. Amuzu, EDB, and so Ediabeta so you come for Edema, you be a better way with a better way rewards. Macama Samatro, send the booking course on the elders and Edibaba, now so a yaja better way rewards, no more na unya points, na ye converto points, no, and some Edia cash. And so at the mouth, so be so ebe kama, and so at the amount, and no age no, and your mama can a come no mum, somebody can get to Jano, and my your room fee, and some no Timna and Yatanase. Alaska Star Enterprise Adaroma, question of the day, no, ye day and so Abramo. Na Adelson, say Biabo Cordia.
Yami Adam Ken.
Yamia say, and I'm more room fee, so say you're two and him, so strong man, and a Franco Naromo, Omojomoni Etre. Aye Dubai obefa Kenya as spend about 3 days no matter what aye Dubai enti Mr. me de hon samba tuja na so wetimi afre aye line no Kent Adaroma ono enede aye ni padom nyina enso elko eno eje tie no your question of the day no na your trust from free.
Okay, enti ebusa for a question of the day na enye who cancels who to make your three-sided team among these selected players from Liverpool and Manchester United as they play tomorrow? Inti another question that ye be saying say yema kwan say a three-sided team one. What the one and a Remu inti Shoboslai and Bruno Fernandes ube yibako Salah Cunha ube yibako Sesko Ekitike ubeyi bako. Inti yibako mako na fire three-sided team. And the questioner yebisa efa Liverpool Manchester United game ebekosum.
Well, any Alaska Star Enterprise, Nadaroma, and you the question of the day, no, and so Bremo, Alaska Star Enterprise, Ayadia, the numbers, no, and the screen is no 05 54 11 48 78. Nadaroma, and you the question of the day, and Bremo, why and a council wine. Kwame.
Again, make sure I said you're free a ketike ne sesku. Mekodiama iketike and it's so clear. I don't need any statistics. Omunyina aba Premier League nim no. It's so clear say oh kompom me no iketike nye good start ahead of Benjamin Sesko. Kunya any Mohamed Salah. Emfa ho say Mohamed Salah entimi perform to the level this season no. Menye sure say Kunya so a performance no. Hu bia bro so between these two players mefa Mohamed Salah. Then Szoboszlai ni Bruno Fernandes. It's quite unfortunate because Szoboszlai form this season, no, were impressing me pie. By in fin Honon said this season, you used to Szoboszlai team and Kobo right back. And Bruno Fernandes, though Manchester United didn't team flourish, to say the moment, by individual in the performance, then you're bad. So between Szoboszlai and Bruno Fernandes, me call Ediama Bruno Fernandes. So okay,
Szoboszlai, Bruno Aboboch and Szoboszlai this season.
And I make us say Bruno Fernandes from fin because
that's a Szoboszlai Bobo change.
Yeah, because Szoboszlai born no born. On said this season or born right back na near we have a same fin kakra. On say me full play na nkasa di unya enjoy sa.
Okay.
Enti na me yi Bruno no. So me ensa me yi mefa iketiki ahead of Sesko, Mohamed Salah ahead of Kunya then.
Na say Manchester United me just say 3 winners and Keba. Say can boy mo bam. Because so no ya de chomo. This is why I had 3 win.
Oh yeah, this is
other than Bremo
perform.
Other than Bremo Biggie. Because I think United will be changing the cancel Liverpool players. I think say you format this is in Bremo bit maybe salary free.
In Bremo do
form na make in your board unimbo. One guess our players that's on your Biggie.
Sesko and eketike there. I think I clear.
Sesko more than more from.
Hey,
eketike ni Sesko is the gap. A big gap.
Oh yes.
Gap no super.
Oh yes. Emuwa. Ewo Premier League nim there.
Eketike ni Sesko. Na Sesko actually 2 goals.
Was 2 goals, yes.
No gentleman.
Oh, it is not as if say gentleman, but aside goal nation ankasa no Eketike Liverpool has been a team player onimbo no bo ankasa. He's a forward line player. He's not only focused on goals and about or should be yes assist no or maybe but obobo ni bi ankasa the ball Liverpool boko whenever he's needed to join the team in play he's always available until between the two there meko for Eketike Mohamed Salah and Kunya performance for Manchester United can enye bad cry honestly speaking. But Mohamed Salah, we are talking about Salah having a bad season so far. And Yaman Koyim from Salah. Back in Premier League 7 matches now, Salah has 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 goal contribution from 7 games.
And what's no?
Yes, on in the bad season, Krampono, and Kunya has played well for Manchester United, but resulting in numbers, which is the goal contribution 0 for Manchester United, no goal, no assist. And see me ahead of Mohamed Salah, even in a bad Salah season, Krampono, I will go for Mohamed Salah.
Salah will go for Salah.
Yes, for Mohamed Salah. Now between Bruno and Szoboszlai. Okay, that's Bruno minimum last season number 10 position in the air. Kameko for Bruno, but I feel say Szoboszlai form a woman ball about this season no. Edema Liverpool, he's been an all-rounder. Meko for Szoboszlai.
Go for Szoboszlai.
Yes, I go for Szoboszlai, Mohamed Salah, Hugo Eketike.
Okay. And English derby no and yedi and won enkomo. Mr. Man, I'm checking with my NCA reports sound no. So for most of the city on the MCA na amo and so a bibuka crediamai. Anderson.
Ken, say, come on, ejina form and say, born one casancasa or mobo.
Sabo nobody and Kabasa and Kabuno be room. Kede Bianca Salawum.
And they say, in community form.
Ah, Sisia boy, your bonus CCA. You will be able. Why not the never cancel?
CCA, dear, no custom say, Uja Bruno Fernandes so onto Abama no ho oni Dominic Szoboszlai ba fa Szoboszlai
ono abeto Abama Szoboszlai
ono abeto the amount because when you say Szoboszlai abobo pa season way
okay
right back obebo central midfield with the top 10 6-8 wa abobo pa inti say a form there Szoboszlai currently our form Salah ni Kunya Salah form wa form the name Kunya numbers no does not speak well. Honestly, Kunya started season ye pa.
the plan so hano.
But a prana goes na emma numbers no any hunts no. Ama Kunya common idea, but or started year na all bobo pa. In fact, he was even playing better than in Mbeumo.
Yeah, almost started.
What else? But in Mbeumo, enya goals in na quite to say Ebia Kunya is not playing well. But honestly, all the one moto to dia obefa Salah. Ne dia no distance ni mu wasa current form last one Shesko ne ekitike dia ne die senia munya no sikan no eno na mesoso metawo muchi se die afa ne Shesko be ye bia ma ya hwe kitike e bai no was start ye so far so good. The only problem kitike enya the recent time time as you say Isaac nya ba ye pe automatically the pressure aba beto no so those simple things he was doing na efa edemano now he want to complicate things and now as I recently the form nice star but I think say season way die or so a chain Benjamin Sheshko inti me so me Szoboszlai Salah ikitike do Liverpool and saying almost a fast super almost brepa but form wise the season way there I think say Liverpool for front three no and I said had 3 place way can Metro Abadi are ahead of the Manchester United 3 place no.
Okay ye de no be sio no ye din komo kakra ye ba ene ema we sokotoko game ye be wura mu ye pa amo power amofa the stories le bebre enso ebeba ye beba no so but Kwame me be so say kotoko betimi ahye 2 goals and 3 goals dey tia work
the immediate football me say bibia possible by the possibility no enye huge.
Some betimi ahye 2 goals and 3 goals.
Yes, so say you can never say never in football. Bibia timi si wo football. Nipa dodo say na e wogidi say Sevilla and Pukra besha that kind of goals against Barcelona. I mean for more compared here. By football there intimi ba say all right you be off. So a possible say Kotoko betimi ahye sa goals na wo kan. By possibility ne ye saying possibility na beka say e won from by there is a slim possibility say Kotoko betimi.
Big you want sir?
Can 3 goals there unanswered. I bear ding kakra edi amame, but I feel say 2 goals for Kumasi Asante Kotoko doable, achievable for Kumasi Asante Kotoko ken at the Accra Sports Stadium. Me who say betimi asi say Kotoko betimi 2 unanswered goals because most of these North Africans when they travel down the western part and other areas, you know, almost said that mobile it's just like they come to frustrate you. Na at least onya a manageable score liner Obani Kuruma no achiro de wom until I feel so Kumasi Asante Kotoko 2 unanswered goals today. It is highly possible looking at the experienced center backs Asante Kotoko Kitano. This is doable can 2-0 there possible.
That is when sir.
Of course, why not?
Or betimi ball or betimi ahye 3 goals.
Oh, possible. Possible. Sanya Kwame ne bigi kind of possibility there. What do you expect Kotoko boni few? So inti possibility say Kotoko be shane was so Kotoko atrese utimi goals. What we cannot say ne say if they score 2 work for ne enhye bi ana. That is the question there. I think is that me I am a headache because scoring it I have no doubt if say Kotoko benya better more fully fit in the game no be bobo ni bia I have no doubt say Kotoko be say goal. But my worry is say can we defend because the more we score the more ye open because the last time Kotoko ball against Kwarawaha Zito say the mentality the starting game no, looks like almost starting here na Kotoko na almost press on be say goal inti the more they went forward the more no leave gaps e we chiwa the man Aquara for the Shemiensa and so awa. Inti goals the Yebepe. Kotoko will open up, Kotoko will throw players up front. But when you do that, those spaces at the back, how are we going to stop those spaces? That is the major question. You see, scoring the but again, old mentality of North America, North Africa, and so we say goals be and yes, I'll measure the please. Yenny sad yenny free because we are watching so question be bria on Beshebi.
Okay.
A bit me about say 1-0. Now you can qualify. So the most important thing is not Kotoko scoring 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-0. Kotoko getting a good result. Okowa obenye GDA say we can go and qualify.
Yeba kwaba yeba pi enso eba me besisia na chese timre enso atwaso ede amamo eno ejete no na mame ni di nkomo kakra because ade amra aye results kakra enso etimi ba yoko Spain na aja Real Oviedo etina fima Espanyol ebe somo aye 2-0 ene game eno etimi koso Sevilla nyame ya dum no ne Mallorca eno aye 12 pm awie ya ena sa game enso eba so 2:15 emo se Barcelona ne Girona enso game enso eba so Villarreal ne Betis ena Atletico Madrid ne Osasuna game no aye 7 p.m. and no games about Sunyami Adamo Traeche, any Atletico, Bilbao, Celta Vigo, any Real Sociedad, and a Hatafe, and any Real Madrid game no Otna, 6 p.m. and that's a 7 p.m. on a side game Nepaso, and more is a Premier League and 11:30. Nottingham Forest, but Chelsea, it's Chelsea team now could do our Nottingham. At a Samukobo side game no, it's 11:30 and Opay and a side game Nepaso, and more is a 2 p.m. games at Brighton, any Newcastle United, Burnley, any Leeds, Crystal Palace, any Bournemouth, Manchester City, Everton, Sunderland, New Wolves, some sort of Fulham, Arsenal, 4:30. Nami Adumochna, Spurs, Aston Villa, Liverpool, Manchester United, Ochna, and Marvin Fisher, big game, Refra, Yefa Michael Oliver, Eberesa game, no Oko, Omo Germany, and Marvin Fisher, Ayadia, about 1:30, Adia, FC Cologne, any Augsburg game, Barcelona, so 5, and a Balva Kusin, Leipzig, and Hamburg, Helvi, Hansel of Wolfsburg, and so Airbus Stuttgart, and most of the big one, no, 4:30, the classic, and a Basso Bayern Munchen, and so Ebo, Dortmund, Namia Domotra, Freiburg, and Frankfurt, and a St. Pauli, and a Hofiam, and so give me also a Basso, and no edit, and Yamia Dom, and a game back of Basso, and my Union Berlin, it's Mechi, Borussia Mönchengladbach, and so as some 3-1, and you game across Italy, and Mepato Lecce, and Sassuolo, Sansona Pisa, and Herald Verona, Torino, Napoli, and 4 p.m. Roma, and Inter 6-4-5 and anyway and as I game against Sebas Olympico I'm going to send me out to Como and Juve and upon 10:30 sounds like Cagliari and Bologna Genoa Parma Atalanta and Lazio and AC Milan Fiorentina which I say 4-5 and as I game against Sebas Edmond Samno Mamon Ayujimadi so Oko France and game Kosuma PSG and Strasbourg 3-3 and of course so Bradley Bacola a branch of Goncalo Ramos and a Seni Mayulo omo and a show goes no Edma PG club and say Strawberry Bobo Chrono Chelsea almost second team no say PG and say be a Chelsea will be ombre Eden some be Chelsea Eden some be Strasbourg man don't to just and the Nice Lyon Angers Bobo now come say nearly heard and the game say Basso Nami Admo challenge in Paris FC Lyon Brest Toulouse and FC Metz and announce and Lee and we games are Bosso to 1 p and Emma Yenin Komokakra, Yamfan Sanipi and Emremo, Namus and Sami City, and Pato Yanko, Paris near New Como, because trouble for surprise show be I'm a name manager now, your full Luis Enrique, where both trouble Bobo Kuni Abaso also move good team. I'm also Bacola and a 2 lady kind, Swabble for the Tete Cano LED 3-1, Editor Club from a PG, and European champions, Sanso and Adia French champions. Not just Adia Namu Yipa, and then Yama will should be a demon summer to no ayajam wrong. PG Sanya come back in my Piasso come out to say 3-1 no a man Orenfi Desiree Dway a branch me patron your friend Ramos or me now going to be my Piasso to me a come out name Mayulo and a birch man my Piasso to me a come out Desiree Dway and no Anfa or the ball 61 minutes or attempt 9 dribbles 9 dribbles no or complete 0 when to man dribble be and some or pitch no so when is a PG could not penalty for me Bacola no was one goal and a PG obunya penalty acha say no mo de be say amana be 3-2 na penalty ne ba ye no ana bakola kofa ya oponye fe Luis Enrique etuso what stance no more ana o catch almost dabi for ball no ma Goncalo Ramos na Ramos mo penalty no eto manager ma no fan to the say one chance ma bakola enso ama penalty no o catch aya bakola say oma aya Ramos mo nti Ramos ana hwe aya so a obi san the manager no say me and say yes wona kobo je ball no every bakola nsem eno je ba ye de mamo e wo tuma je so no aya 3-3 Usman Dembele enso ana teso no coach no so e ma Rose no so teso a wo so ma to nsem enso tuga eti PSG contingent no a strabo bobo kono a surprise mo woni say Chelsea benchiwo na obo center back ha Chelsea benchiwo and no obo juma pa and don je ba ye de mamo e wo tuma je so ye didn't come up because am Rose the classic no enso e person e Bayern Munchen aye game omo e bo e de Dortmund and then a big one and so person won so p amamo mame Harry Kane any so Guarase na ye didn't come up because these two am Rose so mo and a game nyina enso e be so mo so ni na say ye can Harry Kane na o can say Guarasa strikers mienu a and o come na ye for Germany a ye jo mo tumpa o ma mienu enso enie na me aduma game e ba so no woni say Harry Kane a be first player e wo German Bundesliga history just in the first 6 matches or say 11 goals German patron the first 7 matches was 13 goals I say Guarase and then you really say Harry Kane to me break up Brentford for Guarase and the record no any deba my man fan to the say Harry Kane won come no Bayern Munchen almost center back no almost Belgium and there was Jonathan Tah and the Upamecano ya do mako 465 minutes omo concede goal e wo fie e wo home e just say Bayern Eden so betimi e wo panye for Vincent company aye the team no say ba unbeaten e wo top 5 European leagues now Dortmund 14 unbeaten Bayern Munich 15 unbeaten for last season but this time and now they say Dortmund in 14 matches obi asomo in 15 and now they say Bayern Munich so obi atimi asomo e wo league match so this two and you be ko ye enso e jamo me tebe was say game and so ebesia ko Jerome Boateng the military say Bayern yes one supporters say that be am peno Jerome Boateng be here ni internship and so our Bayern the former club you know so the Vincent company they think come Vincent company aja to mabedi won come dia show yes say Bayern supporters ni classic no on be protest on be demonstrate at the club no so on we here protest for Jerome Boateng because Jerome Boateng why you no be pro Germany ho na oboma ni bi no ye no be pro e to mo Bayern Munich bobo ko de won so bobo ball aja mo as legend no say see there ya dey o call cases be pro on Brentford for the Jerome Boateng no and so ebebo mo team no and no e ka be protester ya de sansom so tuja ma me Liverpool team no wo mo go so board ma Liverpool for e go so prepare ni nyina against Manchester United watch na mo salanye a chese no ma me winning team no na chese Mohamed Salah e ka winning team no aye no players am call other half mo e winning aye training aye session ni e na wo hwe bia ye don sema tuja na chese Van Dijk e ka aye winning team no and there is a Brentford for the Konate Samson and Gomoha and then players na kani na no ayen the Patrick Gravenberch no mama kani na o maka ho yen trying to feed na nkasa we aye Liverpool e ma Renfi and you e players na eguso o mo prepare abodi be face Manchester and United. Liverpool players no ho bajuma eno team Liverpool ye be nyama be koso enti enkuda no so na wo hwom no na ye di Liverpool club no ho nkomo no Manchester United for no United for ni mamen fon to the say ayate no ankura be 4 eno so mo form for academy no amon be join aye first team no ye join field no Ruben Amorim aye ni team no enso e wo Carrington na ye ni nkomo kakra enso e wo Carrington Manchester United. If we be number one, and what get the players in and all can be edited players, because important some Manchester United be winning games, important some Manchester United be winning 2 in a row. Interpret for Le Mans goalkeeper we obey Juma power because I'm not with Liverpool for no on the bombardé again the area on the young maybe name this man. I get what Juma at the Manchester United club no Namia Juma I watch now you're doing some no Mamo I Juma Jenny channel I Manchester United and Liverpool game in some Banya DB and Mamo Juma Jenny Chelsea I club on a new come Romeo Lavia and in Yamo and any I will Cobham after international break Chelsea Eguso young Johnny Feed a car park and we are room and so main facility no more Akosom Jumadina say Chelsea on the one Nottingham Forest.
Bad yourself?
Very good.
Clean fit today?
Everyone's back in today, so great day. Is it all fit for it?
Got to be on top form.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. You good?
Yeah, you?
Hello. Good afternoon. How are you? Good yourself?
Enti Bonamoto no Emma Risa Prentia me patro for Pedro Neto Emma Rim for say on your fit our manager and editor Jawan game we can ultimate Siakanibe etanon Pedro Neto Enzo Aya Fernandez the man and so in your total Nigeria pass on so in rest Alejandro Aya Ganacho and so and payments for Kapako Casade one more trebi and some Kuba Mopa eti Ganacho ni Achasen Aya Donosono Pimo at one send to the star boy as Tavoyo William and they on so Pimo to the more Renfi, another big one. Moises Caicedo, and on the street in Hong Kong, Yadipi and Ebremo, a year Robert Sanchez in Yamo, Cecilia Maker saying, I had mana, Chelsea, and Nottingham Forest, no, on the content, on the border, on the bus, Edomo, and the actual, a Nottingham. I Chelsea players and then Jomo Bojo Bass or Germany because early kick-off game in terms of Mariska and the players Tavayo and the players na kanama video ayadia omo omo content se be bromo na chesende ayadia anopai 11:30 na game enso baso eti koba my friend club enso afiwa yeto some enso mamo ewo ayetuma jere so na ya transfer yere p enso ebremo ewo baby bia obia midi Chelsea aya club komo and some bre enso aba ninyina no aye jero hauto ninyina no se ko pama prano ko pra Chelsea supporters ni be so go branch for no jero hauto no so se oni no ko pra no because branch nanka on hobeto no na Liverpool celebrations and a branch kohri and so ekotia player na for ko pama incident ni it is an incident when a total United pass ono and I'm a Kopama and some champion and so Mariska Babon Tessa Derby Kopama no more take Kopama no more take decision every some a job as another 6 weeks non in pay for a meeting every Yamana Air Babon Train out to Nigeria passer Joe Herto and a Sanko Pro Kopama no best and Mobia Eko Brumus Akurano no Kopama with Predator and non I somebody so to yet Emma to imagine so only halal for player because I know and then Oba Premier League was so Premier League no crowd because goal scoring Bassian so gua me patra kwani work with the crano over a number of games and a number of goals ya dia with me Samuel you be sa Guardiola so star boy no you be so sanko Manchester City and they one kasankasa oko face na and ka plan ban and odebe face Erling Haaland and a Guardiola says in Man City and on the pep no ya dia oko se play na for the Haaland na and probable 4 center backs and 4 and Uncle John best to pay Haaland.
Could you come up with a plan to stop Erling if you were the opposing manager?
Yeah, of course. 4 center defenders.
also got the first central defenders. That's Unia Aquadia or Boba because Aquano unless this man and Nagokra. It was the 4 central defenders and then could stop a Panina from Halan and then Demamo most vulnerable under 21 players. So Premier League Charles and 3 and so our 21 10 players and no Tepa. Maman Fanto the same cra our Premier League under 21. Janabra Empires Tavares William me patrol 60 million. And also only Adam Walton also 60 million. Carlos Baliba also 60 million. Lenny Euro 55 million. Savino 50 million. Waneri 45 million. Luis Kelly 45 million. Kobe Melo Broswate 45. And Tinkura me patrol more Premier League more price no and they are to the more Salami Yama Ayajan Krana and no more football no also energy Jayetana Solo Yetana Sunday Wabe global superstar me patrol Mame Lami Wabe global superstar making home come Mame images nobody in home come the reason listen yes branch be pray and I know omo and so associate omo with a brand for Lamin Ayama so say make say age 18 our Adidas our Beat from Dr. Ayadre Samsung and idea our Parade and also our more me part our Oppo our Konami Jamaican and our Nesquik and UNICEF in Tiakwano I just say report Ayatanum and sir I just 7 sponsors and a brand in Setimiaka or Munyanity Pasa Kro no Jamapona ebetimia bomba bia so timi ayakama don't some tuka I'm not real fee so all list to beto jana yes say players on the bread and Najam Joe Bolihama or that's Eddie Kano and that's what toss me Lamy Yama 200 million Joe Bolihama 180 million Mbappe 180 Abrantia your friend on a year Halan 180 and a Bukayo Saka and so 150 million Yanko Arsenal na you new come me patrol fire into sober na you need to come my image is so sober because I know Arsenal Bobo Kono Amukuso and so Bergma and more so Bukayo Saka and Bereche Eze and the players na can now go so Bergma thing at the Arsenal Fulham you got many Fulham game now Oye Liverpool near over Empire sir Arsenal to me and say Fulham because only Manchester United game now will you be able to miss 1 point in the separate Liverpool and the Arsenal 16 Liverpool at 15 where Saliba and Gabriel on the assistant coach at the club from Arsenal about defending and that's some crown a branch of Hinkapi and a version of doing some tutor. Over video, my young Jim and some sober, I have training council, and we are Arsenal, international slinger, and so ever do you know, on more prepare and your face at your Fulham. League leaders Arsenal and then they to mo come to Pierre Mamuti Black and Cambodo and the team yesterday omulity nyamina and so able to me akoye to san come no mamen kono tian forest because Chelsea ba and the players are game and so ebeso opanya for and Posta Kogro and no me did no come be brilliant some of the tuja so did you pass yaman mro to me juma ba bia ko bia no on man mro to trophy san no ye and so was press on no jina no and no lusu game na on the pam no and no Demamo, Mamma Prentia, me Patrafin Hospital Toy, or the so I play and or we are training in Hospital Toy, and also I went to also a teacher body be a doing common, and more real fish and no person bought at the Magana, Hospital Toy, and some most Ghanaians, and instead of entering, and your decision will be brave, and then edge terminal, it will Hospital Toy, you're ready to game now, and you're making us ever doing some tutor, and your Chelsea, and your gamer on the ball, and so at your turn not young forest, and more said Jack Grealish, and then they about to say Premier League loan there was sent to me more Infantiano former club or Badima Everton on to me more Infantia Manchester City because City player on the loan na Papa Bonabaso Papa say Infanto just Jack Grealish or Bonabaso pa because Aquano also finding the form now.
I don't know, so I think have a contract 1 more year, 2 more years with us. So the most important thing is he's back. He's playing. He's massive influence in the Everton game is there, and after what happened, maybe Manchester City wants him back. So I don't know. So
and your manager and some of your two no Franco Mastantuono ewo Madrid bobo kunen so na akoda no se mo ye jempa ayade CCC no ayade ono so enso na akosia mu Jude enso every time you know se no the position no de mu ya de enso ejama no yes games editi Madrid anim no especially mo ball hate free games aka ni no esa planter etime prove bibi asande wotimi aye wa starter ewo ayam Madrid se akora no efo ada ayegule no ho ayeso bibi ya kama manager no enso efili akora no etese Mastantuono ana betranchen ama Jude enso starting games no ama bia so timi ayekama eno ejepa yedema mo mi di sankomo no eno ayaje Santiago Bernabeu Stadium omujumade kese omudi enso ewo ho no eno na fadu time enso mo yi nyoma ne bebre enso fi pitch no so ayaje pitch no enche ombe ye free form abele ejube bi se anamade pa omo stadium no na yesi we ade chira ombe ne kama na bia so timi ayekama eno eje to yedema mo mama fanto just mountains will be Monday ono enya goal of the month of September our Premier League no mama fanto just no omo na award no ebreno enso our sober aye training ground so our London enso edema no into the goal of the month of September award no and omo ede amano ene mountains will be Monday on the replace branch for Thomas Partey enso our Asaniki but wababa ntense 110 ya bia se Manchester United and Manchester City dey na muyi na we be Madrid and Barca mo rivals monjentum sa and obete yes Manchester City playing for bebre omo sorry omo Manchester United omo koye adwuma ho obete yes nkura wa academy o Manchester United omo nyina ko City ozede na muye we NC was Spain it odire pass omo enyo omo so mo rivals said no be so playing for the free City no be adwuma o Manchester United also want to know say again enso na ko say eno ejepa ya demamo me pato Roma de bobo no yes omo final aye free aye shortlist ewo aye omo fodo players mensa eno ma shortlist omo say aye dan abako aye so timi eba no mama mfanto just Alex McAllister a branch of Enzo Fernandez and a branch of Adam Walton it is our freeway and a madribo no aye no sem aye abako enso timi ba woni say Adam Walton mama report say yes we catch Crystal Palace and paying for this on renew contract no it is a 70 million pounds and omo ede atuno so Manchester United and me patron Roma de Bodokono wo pe Adam Walton biano o the 70 million kwa on sa abeka aye boy na bia so timi aye kama and eje toto no so de no mo e wo tuma de so Alexander Isak and ye bi se almost what so pani ye bi se wo Isak pa dem pa na hwehwe fi ho eje pa and as a coach wakoto player close to 120 million now uti player and enso aba ejem pan or expect fin ho and also goals and expect every free the star man ho.
That's what we did, and I think now he's had his 5-6 weeks of pre-season, which is normal for every player, especially if you've been out for 3 or 4 months. So fitness-wise, I think he's now close to the level he should be, and now I think we can judge him in the best, in a fair way from now on. So I know how this industry works. If he plays there twice and doesn't score, then that's not what you're hoping for. Of course, you're hoping.
Okay, what did you come on the brain about? They come on, Miss Sandia Tosso, and it's said we'll be able to mess us Isak because ayadia when you enough time some other prepare kakra enti also sometime we could able to message ajajina Emerson no Metropolitano stadium ho and Atletico Madrid ko training enwa enti enwa Jago Simone decision and some ko training at main stadium no baby am bomb games into mo free training ground so enti aja Metropolitano stadium and awoshe you will some to Alemane new sporting director no and so and a training session ko so no so be just the more on money time be so ekoso ya to nsane p enso ema mucha to koma de bebeko no before international break no mu jomo nan so pa ya we no sane be nyina so ebeko yi enso de amomo eno e pa ya de mamo eno the same way you will say on the brother ya gwala dway omami no omo esia kan brother no bo e de Strasbourg eno no so bo e de PAG obuso for ni entim ya dway eno brother panyi no eno wo so mo eno PAG eno Strasbourg game no eno me nyina so ekoye opanya fun Emerson Leo wababa ntose mfon to just Neymar onye role model emfa makura bia enso our Brazil onye obi a oye serious onye obi a eso obi a hwe no so eto ndo catch player na fa the Neymar se na adwenya ne se no role model and no call Brazil ankura ni na person mo yo Neymar onwo ade patin pa branch fa the Neymar wayela onem ese oye role model enso de ma aye players bebre and ni bebre and some Brazil no ba ka Rafinha wa ba bobo ni bi amodi atwam de ma basa mo nyina wa bo ejama boya munchen o se enfan to just say Brazil for take care on Neymar this boy o se enfan to just say Brazil betuma to FIFA World Cup na the talent no mo be here they want some 14 attempt Neymar ekoso enso ewo ayame pato Brazil man no o dire paso mo protect aye Neymar o se country be protect mo superstar enso Brazil de attend yenkwa Andre Keguso enso ebajuma na Andre Kejire paso nche obetumi enso nya position ewo aye Madrid games was sabubobe and opanyina me pato ye feno aye Jabi Alonso yes Andre no World Cup na some crowd yes man team enti ono de nyana ne so obetena aye Madrid January na say Cabranto for Madrid club no enso aswe te yet no and it's Hendrick ebesti enye de sa kwan ekoba bia eno play na for Hendrick and yet no enso ye don won some tuja Marco Silva and the manager Edema club no from Fulham and Fulham omo ball Arsenal aye game e baso London derby and so e baso and ye kobisa coach ni sekochi ye bisa wo Arsenal will injury crisis be pray players ni be pray and we yopra ade channel we yopra ade channel we yopra and when you Arsenal na anu omobobo na we mo prepare you say na be kan say say na okay ade be na okay many Madrid ni wa omo Saka say ayade Saka o we be say care versus pra omo koto Victor Yokeres 75 million Martin Odegaard ni wa omo e bereche ezi ase me na mo kan say no team be no kura say we some players we you pra omo replacement.
The one you said was Harvard. They have Gyökeres that cost them 75 million. It's not bad. I think it's a waste of time if you are going to compare. I think.
Odegaard as well. It's a big list.
It's not bad too. It's not bad too. Okay, I think we have to move on.
But just in terms of Arsenal, not necessarily in comparison to say to.
But you did compare because I answered this way.
To Arsenal.
Into comparison be eno mo you know na me for into the say ade Chelsea club no ayajo mo go so sponsorship on sense na mai ade a for last season ebeba ade chi a ene watchna eba Chelsea playing for Nigeria team komo be because mo dey pass on world champions so mo compete so e Premier League ni Chelsea compete so omo ayaja companies akase we say omo be enso etin komo Jermaine Ade so for Chelsea omo Red Bull omuni omo edin komo omuni Oracle omuni omo edin komo omuni Lenovo omuni omo edin komo omuni Qatar Airways enso edin komo etwemo aye strong companies a omuni nya Chelsea for no omo edin komo mutiri pass aye down anya mabefa enso edi amo omo omo nya sponsorship na bia so timi aye kama manen fanto de Saudi Arabia wouldn't say hila aye club no stadium na eno omo si omo bebo ho no mani air condition no omo afese ho no and you some kra mama me patron main video na me nkomo kakra because obenu sem ayadia wo ma fese air conditions and so ewo from achese wo hwe from a me patron ma na da one na me ni di nkomo and don cheche de ma mo tumagiri so eno images ne binti se no ba eni ne hebadia o ma fese air conditions I so study no ba bia air condition eni e de ba ye de ma mo eno aitiad ayadia panya for Sergio Sayo, oh no, and the coach the mama no the first game, or no air draw game, late and a penalty, Ebetoho, Karim Benzema, Abo penalty no Aseno, and Mama time ago Kipanuchi Benzema penalty no game 1-1, 87 minutes, almost 40 seconds. Karim, Ayobia. Oba bete so the ball not better net Karim ntimi enso go no e ma goalkeeper no enso ekoche ball na ye do nsem enso tuja ani ye jepa ma Renfi say Cristiano Ronaldo and announcer nyame ya to no more advantage and a big advantage because yeah ntimi enwe no mo games no eto metimi o pin ka mama bia so e kama yanko na yanko mo Kingsley Coman and then any mo CL7 Inigo Martinez and ma Renfi enko place so o mo place pop ayam me pacho je follow and the players na kanyina Sadio Mane na manager no you will say no omunya guest at the time you training no question and we cat no ba wa you don't some so tuja 18 no and American na me pato ye fa no audio Jesus and so afa bona wo hwe na you don't some so tuja Dante at the 42 years and na ye di Dante 42 years ye di ayen ho komo ne no me pato no kwa pe wo no se ayade ye se ono ene ye afro player wonyimpa na Nice aya captain no wabobo pa wache Bayern Munich wabobo bia Dante guso abo football age aya 42 interna aya the birthday Zlatan Ibrahimovic wati komo enwa ose mfa sanse be ntu da se no kropo abeka se ye kan aya club ne remfi omoda enye mo ya diama no ne remfi da eye AC Milan aya mo ediama no change ono kwa waye ediama AC Milan etie kam Milan e wo de Balladinum.
Non dimenticherò mai, perché prima volta che sono arrivato, poi ho conosciuto.
And now when you say we play Spanish Liga, BBC, and now Oviedo and the Espanyol game now, protest also for 30 seconds. Not just a born, you check video any year. Protest pa to Tony Nigeria pass at the Spain for someone tells us La Liga for Akabum Amore Barcelona and Villarreal. So more ball and so our American man and that is on the chess. 80 clubs now ganking up against Aya Barca and Villarreal and La Liga. And the images will be an away a J and TV. The patrol coverage in the south here. Say by a don't summer tutor. I'm going to game a tunnel. Me patrol Sibo and some coffee bench and a buyer. And no elder ya tema minimum my men from to just more official store say oko a official store one sem onu na mo de abo kese bo bi nsem ensom o ma me da na ba sisi ano onu na bo inside o pa a che se bo bi nsem enso o da che se nkufo no akosisi bo omu fo ni akokra eno club na me patro ye from we Oviedo and ye dito mo come di pie enso ma mo siza aspire quarter we didn't come be o se Chelsea o sua de be first Jose Mourinho na chese opanino e control bibia na Jose aya winner e charge for the winning mentality o so fi Jose ho o se defending o so fi John Terry ho na John Terry no aya dia kwa first defender na John Terry enso eche no Mamia Terry ni enu komo na John Terry eche no kwa first defender e to no de John Terry on finance form kra and then e Cesar Spray quarter and some of the atuja o wi na ba Ashley Cole and so ni Ivanovic so o se Ivanovic time over to Ivanovic and so that time of buy free Marseille buy Chelsea na Chelsea full bus no Ashley Cole ni Ivanovic no so be to Ivanovic o se na nyakro ni gina no sua enye mo be pre enso free Ashley Cole and then Cesar Spray quarter and then some pre enso buy ya tema mo e wo ayo tumagire so me na ya trasia ye di pre mo na wo di komo no and ye ko bi se na Chelsea team no player ben site pa player ben na woni so Chelsea just ya player ni and also Estavayo William one can a yoko palma was Estavayo William and the player on the video pass site no more I get win some and so tuja I want to make sweet manager no and the son some and so there tuja yet mamo and as a punch of faces and the dear tuja only some man face the pie yes so them paying fellow Corinthians in some pray I'm going to say at the teams the teammates or the highest paid a player Nano Wokose Emna Santos and so Corinthians almost so many no oyina no wia yes team nan kasa asa wan soda nyire no ho okọ man na phone Netherlands no wakọ adwuma oba no obototo papa so nyina no aya nyema ekoso eto nsem nso tutwa ewo aye dwuma so midi aye san komo we no Bruno Fernandes etinkomo na Bruno Fernandes ana ye bi so Bruno san aja Bruno sesi club na ye from Manchester United manager for Ruben Amorim odobo deeper role no United supporters ni bebre almost derby aya na coach ni de ball ba che say ko wanim wan kasa na coach no e de ball ba chire o ma won ko wanim supporters na kasa wan kasa wo opinion saying ba bia wugina no e ho na wo pe ana de ko wanim a e na wo pe Bruno Fernandes.
Playing for this club it's massive, but at the same time it's a big privilege. So it doesn't change by the position; it will be always the same. And I said this when I was in my time in Portugal. Now that I had to talk also, I love to play football. Anywhere in the pitch, I love to play football, and I will always give the the best of my abilities to help the team. And if the manager thinks at this moment in time or in any different game, he thinks this position will be better for you because you will help the team more here. That you.
Inti also already the manager no beka bia eno beye Obama Manchester United so already into Ruben Amorim and Bruno Fernandes na Bruno mo ankasa mo ambition this season anything yente Manchester United captain no.
Every game we are included. That's all the aim, always the aim for this club, and for ourselves has to be that. I think every game you have ahead of you, it needs to be something that we need to look up in a very serious way, because in this league every game matters, every point matters. So our aim for this season to be successful is to go to the next game and win it.
And no, Manchester United aim and a captain no, and so Eddie Tuja say so mo going to the next game. No mo win the game no. Na Sergeant Radcliffe Ebabontin ebi defend manager na for Ruben Amorim Obakeno. Una ye captain. Otie ye no sena nesi ye ma.
I think it's good for the club to give some stability. We all know, and I think the manager spoke a lot about that. Results make a manager. Stay or not, and the manager is very aware of that. The players are very aware that we need to improve and to win games, also to help the manager to be more stable and to be more confident of what we can do in the moment and in the future.
And no, I branch for Bruno Fernandes, Manchester United captain no, and I didn't come with ahead of Liverpool. I game no. Mamin Fanto does say Gundogan, Ekupimo Galatasaray. Okotu you know. Yes, say Wakaka champion for the sir. Omonto way of football not. Na me patwa machine bia eboa players yepa. Na ema players and so ball control and passing with me a possible not accurate or ball control and so crowd or ball na ba no control no touch it no control or more a machine with 2.9 installing 2.5 million euros once a baby if you know if he under Guardiola into passing no control or call your catch and paying for no and paying for no Ebeboa Galatasaray players no say it to me I'm on ball control the images maybe any video no and I will share machine is senator machine I will share no a players I'm on to me pass it to me control ball here Victor Osimhen after a hat-trick and what Nigeria still alive and so our qualification of FIFA World Cup no we do and you are BBPA kama it only kill Gundogan a bunch of Davison Sanchez and the players now can and I will show more to some no and so club no and so also any to no mame first football arena and the patrol goals arena not just say nyame and you see South Stadium with the man image and this all our Nigeria 100,000 capacity they almost a stadium. What I say, no more say a temple. We see the man nyame what I say temple of God no ntema Renfi. Pastor David Oyedepo and so virginity in Nigeria patotoring in also anymore about there was 100,000 at a same football arena. I just say we see our Nigeria for God's work for Namia Juma and on the bay Ubia Mamma so babo into a 400,000 a house now I'll say a unipane you bet me quacotum to Namama Bia sweating a Kamakufa Bonabaso or Nigeria I have some Kitokra yes in Totoni Nano and you pass so to Missy Temple to say and the Manamia not just also all your Matin and on a me patrol David Oyedepo and you don't want some to Jano and said to turning us in the young family na yamra because an P and I did a game sitting there more maybe so come and more Renfi and a discount day schoolboy and in the team Tamo Adia Kiho and your Safitamo Oka a discount day and so it's a more Renfi and no a channel said you can get to Jano Kwame did you have a cordial yeah say more page mano and the Buzia Ventures Ebamajuma enti enche me baba bubo numbers bi ne wafre na okobuzia ventures ne wakwakopa adwuma ewo enche kra me yesade no enso ediamao Shakwan ene ni team no Isaka ene ni team na yenchia eye omo enso ene Kwame na no to say
yankopon
ye ni nkomo kakra
ken me da se na matches dodoɔ na bɛba so ɛnɛ ɛwɔ Europe na yɛbɛnya abɔkyɛ ahwɛ matches no dodoɔ na nyame yɛ adom Monday yɛtumi asa baba bɛdi ho nkɔmmɔ kema menhyɛ ase mfɛm free Spain na memfɛm rewura Germany na membɛwura mu England na yɛntinsim wɔ Italy kakra Barcelona ɛbɔ Girona bobokuo no nansen nneɔma nhyɛda nkɔyie mfa ma Barcelona menim sɛ woyɛ Barcelona's achitani woyɛ Barcelona supporter recently the performance of Barcelona ɛnyɛ the best ɛte sɛ de yɛnim Barcelona no results a Barcelona ɛnya recently no ɛnyɛ the best ɛte sɛ de yɛnim Barcelona losing back to back against a PSG then against a Sevilla so who take Barcelona bobokuo na nansen nneɔma nkɔyie again news bi ebe free Barcelona aba recently bia no eye news a entai nkoyie emfama Barcelona news ni be pia ba no yes Barcelona player we pra Barcelona player we pra so clearly recently the kind of results are Barcelona enya the kind of performance and the kind of news are free Barcelona so ye ba ni no o ye Barcelona supporter when he ense da enje ho so playing against Girona the only thing that Barcelona supporters ni na expecting ye say Barcelona betimi asesa nneoma normal turn things around na de say ye kakra e de aba Barcelona bobuku nim any supporters ni nyina Girona this season ken enye the best ayenim Girona yehu Girona e got to a time no more compete for the Spanish Premier La Liga but this season so we check Girona total performance and your general performance our La Liga so far now enko ye out of 8 games at Girona but we winning just a game enti akwakoye boboku a se ye wini no omuntimi embo mo hu body enwini bebre we are talking about a Girona side a ometimi asha just 5 goals over the Spanish Premier La Liga conceding 17 si ebo 8 games na wo share 5 goals na wo concede 17 a ade ba akopɛ aneka kire me say eyebo boboku a se o share goals no dene de ma no ana o defend no dene de man because ono a on share ana o concede a lot of goals enti se wo check Girona 8 games awabo so far na ni general performance wa La Liga no obeka kire ho say based on 8 games o mabo no Girona a team no enye the best club enye team abeka say omo form no wo suru bebre Barcelona ekwa akohia na e wo so usuru by kin se ulusu Girona for 8 games ni nyina de jeje o ma obeye mistake because Girona last 3 games ontimi lusu bi wetimi win ni game against Valencia wabo draw against Bilbao and wabo draw against Espanyol enti Girona for last 3 games no oma chance say omunya results omope oma chance build that confidence a ombetimi ameki sure so mo de be Barcelona game nim so se wo ye Barcelona na wo kwa akohia Girona na wo hwe table na wo hwe be bia Girona for da na ebetimi amwatmi amesjeje omo because obeka say omo ndayi na mum se wo check omo recent performance a utimi se Girona for no epeja omodimbom edeba so Girona for no be try say playing against Barcelona on be try some be frustrate Barcelona boboku no on be try some be have Barcelona for na dwen so mo frustrate Barcelona na pressure ba Barcelona so a no ma make sure so be take advantage by kin baby a Barcelona wo see no this is the time we was mutimi sesa nioma na sade that needed confidence na saba Barcelona boboku nim bi emfa ho ni players omo injuries emfa ho ni ball na Barcelona ebo emfa ho ni the kind of results Barcelona nya no playing against Girona emfa ho ni players on be sha ase coach ni betime decide so be mama Kushwat for that sha ase obey Yusu Rooney Badji on the right side obey Yusu Duro Fernandez on the left side obey na again say the number 10 obey Yusu Pedri na diabo na obo Frankie Dion and Marc Casado on finfin ho no irrespective of players are coach a friend say Hansi Flick ebe Yusu no me expect Barcelona say e game back kwa di omo hia e pure class e wo game we mu because omo lose a lot of key players and to be here pure class ube here calmness na say wo check omo game against PSG against Sevilla sa teams ne press Barcelona bebre omo che ball no omo de rani bebre enti ya na Barcelona ain't feel comfortable on the ball so playing against that teams are on be try some be running with the ball on be true mika bebre no wo here calmness wo here individual brilliance na we take moment enya dia Barcelona ehia e was game we mu se Barcelona for a show pure class calmness individual brilliance likely say Lami Yama mo and Shasie by Obama few minutes obenyano obetima Sanioma di Ama Barcelona bobuku no Marcus Rashford our form individual brilliance obetima Sanioma e di Ama Barcelona no ma take your movement no ma make sure so benya the needed goals are e di Barcelona be secure mo 3 maximum points no enfa when the Barcelona form ni nyina ken I still believe Barcelona against Girona Metipo Barcelona team ne say obe win this game no players no do na nsi akan ebi mbe free bench be na na dia ba but I still see Barcelona as the favorite e was game we mu against Girona Getafe na fie about Real Madrid one stubborn club in Spain Getafe eyo omo tai say ni omo pa because omo share teams akese na eyo omo person omo ya na omo say ni omo so playing against Real Madrid and for one say Getafe enye the best side enye the top side e La Liga no okosia teams akese a eyo person say ni omo keke na onsusu ni din eba eyi news nimbi adia ba ko a Getafe ebo omo this time around da omo akwa yi team ba ko ase omo na nsuo nani no eye a team a omo we consistent first 11 se football unye consistent first 11 a eye nyoma mienu ana dey bro e bring familiarity and understanding because de bia no nipa omo sha ase no omo na tai e sha ase enti ase ne ba ana omo hu yi so a consistent first 11 advantage wo no eye familiarity and understanding Getafe e was ade ni bi players omo tai sha ase no omo no omo tai use omo sa enti omo tu omo ho ase and we are talking about a team a omo tai city deep omo bot 3 at the back no man use Diego Rico on the left wing back no man use Kiko as a right wing back sa two players no mo koka ho omo ye nipa 5 enti time bia no omo be try say omo bet no man kasa half no man invite opponent no so omo invite opponent na opponent ne ba nanim bebrea no we use Diego Rico and Kiko say omo nya a lot of crosses and fan konkoma brand e friend say Mayura and Lisu because omo bok a counter attacking football so far o check La Liga anymore teams are eba set pieces eba counter omutimi di che goals pa na Getafe eka ho eni adom be use against Real Madrid by a game back am expect Real Madrid say Madrid ebe dominate Getafe no disrespect to Getafe by baby am ni be ko pan kese no the center player Real Madrid for be use because there is no Dean House in e game nim most likely say be Asensio and a branch friend say Militao omo bo no ho prepare omo ahead of Clasico wo because our two players in omo nse enough playing time to get that understanding our the 4 and 5 through at the moment so playing against Getafe a fine opportunity for Asensio and Militao say omo betimati omo ho ase and most especially so omo ko share Getafe side omo hear a lot of crosses and for when Real Madrid say Mbappe be share ase say Mastantuano be share ase because of series of knocks omunya no Real Madrid for other players omu capable say ombetima handle Getafe bobuko no so we Barcelona free ho team ba ko otimi kura bo ni ye o control game ni ye o pass very well La Liga na after Barcelona and Real Madrid and Getafe definitely ebe city deep no ma try so ma hit Real Madrid for on the break a game ba ko straight away meko a win for Real Madrid in a worst case say Real Madrid kra anya de no atete apansan kra no Madrid betimenya 1 point bi e de free Getafe e de abafie but there was a Real Madrid for the show mutimi say omu hia sa win we after Getafe game no Madrid ewo 2 crucial games at the omenim playing against Juventus and against Barcelona so wutimi kwese Getafe and that needed confidence but who could two against Getafe who Juventus ewo Barcelona and the pressure be better Real Madrid bobuko so me expect a win for Real Madrid ewo Getafe game nim the big fixture ewo Germany ebeba so nyame ya adomene oko Bundesliga fixture kese ewo so panete se Ghana ha kotokone has Germany Bayern and Borussia Dortmund bobuko since 1965 Bayern and Dortmund about 137 games from 1965 from omo first game from that time basically no anytime we as our two clubs ni be biano Bayern and dominate so out of 137 games Bayern are winning 67 and 33 Dortmund are winning and 37 about draw so a show clear say Bayern dominate team my friend say Borussia Dortmund and so we check on games recently in Pokal Bundesliga the last 10 games are Bayern and Dortmund abono Dortmund are winning just one and two clubs are baako dominating yonko dodo and to be a could share Bundesliga on him say oh Dortmund and Bayern kushia the most likely say Dortmund be able to game no osoro and so we check venue na game ne baba so na ye bo game no Allianz Arena and Allianz Arena kwa venue baako recently Dortmund ko ho a omo bre pay the last time at Dortmund etimi ko winning game ewa Allianz Arena wo Bundesliga no was in 2018 since then no omukọ ho bia na eya na akwa den so mbetimi akọ Allianz Arena wo Bundesliga akwa hye team friends Dortmund. So based on records, based on facts, based on statistics ni nyina no e favor team friends Bayern. Na oba be hwe mu nyina current situation, omo current performance. Say statistics ni record ni favor Bayern na. Omo current performance net saying. Yabo 6 games for Bundesliga. Bayern are winning 6 out of 6, scoring 25 goals, conceding 3. And the 6 games yabo no Bundesliga, the team being wa wetimi acha Bayern. Obian ball draw against Bayern. Omo form no wasoro. So what's expanding in poker to all competitions are. Omo about 10 games in all competition, scoring 38 games. You say season as an king. Every single game, Bayern is go. So playing against Dortmund, anyhow, omo ball na tie no, and you most likely say ene Bayern one should go club with match 2. Because omo records no performance ni nyina kire say omo ye team back omo say a lot of goals. And how omo team no, omo team asese this season no, eye Kimmich and a Leon Goretzka and the central midfield deep area ho no omo begina ho. Na adwuma omo ye no say Papa Friends Vincent Company, Emma Kimmich stay na Kimmich are connected the midfield and the forward line no aside distribution no. Now Leon Goretzka I operate as a boss to boss. Now Michael Elise I operate on the right side, Wakati inside as a creative. Now Luis Diaz I operate from the left side, Obekati inside a creative. Because of Musiala only available no, or you so said Nabi as the number 10 behind Eya Brante Fence Hurricane. And Tiakwa Yebo Boku Akin, almost creative from left, from right, from central, every channel Biano, Bayern for 8 me creative, Ekahubi, and Alco Bundesliga. Attacking metrics ni nyina no e favor Bayern Boku no de wa hye goals kese de wa create kese when the player hye kese e Bayern when the player hye assist kese e Bayern so every attacking metric e favor Bayern Boku no e most likely say ene Bayern answer goals kwa the minimum of 2 goals omo capable so betima hye and the good thing for Bayern here say now we yes our story in Pokra Bayern this time around the rate omo concede no form last season after omo first 6 games no ma concede 7. By this season, after almost first 6 games, Oma conceded just 3 goals. So playing against Dortmund, everything it shows say Bayern a favorite was a game with Dortmund. So for lose game nibi Bundesliga there. Defensively, Oma is very solid and Oma is very direct because of a Gurasi and a brand friend say Karima Deyemi. By Ken O can no credit at one. Bayern a favorite to game with mu. And o check your more recent games are a table 2 or more goals. Bayern Dortmund a table 2 or more goals. So me put 2 or more goals, then Bayern favorite was a game with mu. Ube PM Englander. Matches I can see a baby can be a Togano a Nottingham Forest and a Chelsea. Evidence ni clear. Here a scientist. Here Professor Bimbe Control say. Nottingham Forest are last season who so mudi 7th under Nuno Espirito Santo no. Yeshe season as in your man kuyi. Yeshe season as no. Nottingham Forest for first game and omu win here 3-1 against Brentford. After omu first game, Nottingham Forest akoda omu ntimi win bi. Eka hu bi and omu decide say Nuno Espirito Santo beko. No mako akofo Postecoglou suswaba. Na Postecoglou ba ye no, ono so the same old story SOS. BBS sign results ni ntimi baye. And Papa Fence Postecoglou na nkasa e won the press conference. E be to odwa se solusu sa game we ya. Ye betima sake no e ma ne ka say so no olusu sa game we ya ene de ni so obi ade judge ni because oye sa coach sa obe fatima eye obi an judge ni ewieye no eye de ye otimi age trophy enti ye game back one Nottingham Forest won impress e we omoso and Postecoglou e bad record playing against Chelsea the bad record we playing against Chelsea ni say 4 games are Postecoglou and Chelsea e share ni nyina no we lose ni nyina as a manager so Postecoglou as a coach okosia Chelsea bia na olusu which a bad record. The same thing at the time Okwakoshia Arsenal no was a bad record playing against Arteta and Arsenal. No lusu sa matches and pampa okoko lusu ye. So sa bad record no were playing against Chelsea. But Ken, Martina say analyze Nottingham Forest team no. And your team back almost 7 problem. Almost problems near back 7. I want to the be weak. They be kind. And your team omunti goals. Unim says so for match 5 goals. And yes, so many players, and yes, so many creative by goals Nankasa na Emba. Omo clinical. Chelsea enye the best defensive side in the Premier League. Name say uye team now ko share Chelsea na untimi nche goals a play advantage for Chelsea. say adeɛ sanka Nottingham Forest for niche boa unim say Chelsea or metro no ebe sheki kakro betima threat no mo by when omo nim go ni say a advantage for Chelsea a team back a set pieces omo tie concede goals do share Nottingham Forest a free set pieces currently in the Premier League team back onim set pieces go share a Chelsea or match set piece goals in quad 5 and say another advantage for Chelsea a team back omo ntimi avoid the individual errors. Ombeye mistakes say na wetumi ase Nottingham Forest bobuku no enti we here skillful players be to say Garnacho Esteban mu e was game we mu no make put pressure no on team my friends say Nottingham Forest so Nottingham Forest baby omu tosini baby omu ye weak no me nyina play advantage for Chelsea bobuku no the Chelsea be here na say Nottingham Forest for an press with omu number 9 so the here say we Enzo Maresca so omu number 9 na press here e just one player against Chelsea 2 centre back no so split two defenders nim o split two defenders ma baby omo hu ehu ayo omo wingers no now when you use a flying fullbacks to pin a team my friend said Nottingham Forest wingers no not Chelsea Nottingham Forest for nam say omo defending narrow no not Chelsea team nya that spaces e wide area until you game back wa Chelsea fullbacks Chelsea wingers e be effective e game we mu say game where Chelsea to share a lot of goals from the wings are ken enyem nwa in a worst case scenario a win or draw for Chelsea. I'm expecting Chelsea say enfa hu so mbelu key players no Chelsea also mutimi konya good results against Nottingham Forest but dia misro kakra na Chelsea away results no na say Chelsea kwa away e Premier League mu nya results no mo pe no but me expect Chelsea so mbenya good results then Fulham against Arsenal Ken Fulham I on and off this time around to be honest with you one kasa coach why on and off. By problem here say obesia big club bia na otimi appear a good strategy to face that big club. The oye here say Fulham kosia big club bia na ne 4 back who say ne 3 back no beba o make sure say the all pretty as a left wing back and as a left back no ebe ko nanim. Now otimi allow unless Wobi amena movie about inside as the +1 in the midfield. Now if you make deal with the crosses for the strikers. And here dia Fulham for omo tie Marco Silva tie against big clubs by playing against Arsenal. Tina Sinatra Arsenal team no Arsenal yebo oguku a every approach every style bi obetimi no waye obetimi no obo defensive football nya the results obetimi beam out control game dey ope obetimi bo counter attacking football obetimi bo direct football and the Arsenal team it seems say in the Premier League opetima the most balancer eya koya Arsenal bo oguku no and Arsenal for him say omo Premier League ni say no Liverpool will big game against Manchester United. And tell them you take advantage against Fulham. Now you sign that net points. The best will Liverpool and Manchester United game Nibiano. A bit more play advantage for Arsenal. Again, back one to put Arsenal. Me do read my main career Liverpool and Manchester United. Ken. Liverpool the last 3 games against Crystal Palace, against Galatasaray, then against Chelsea. Well, losing na. But bet me don't say so work I say. The last 3 games well losing na Manchester kwese. Won't be found sense you.
Say United versus Sunderland.
And I'm found say Liverpool losing the last 3 games. Look bet me don't say so work.
Oh yes, now when lose the last 3 na me match me na no ada match ba kwa. Say me timi aka na.
Who be say ni partner? Erube 2 pe and benya sa.
Na United for money gidi na.
Because United entimi team o me trustworthy. Won't mean trust United for.
O kwa sa tin akwa J7. When J7 o mo coach be no. Tiaga na you J7.
Now, only the last time Manchester could win Liverpool crew. Then 2016 when
Rooney now will be coach no.
Into a grounds back
2016.
Yes, Edgany by Ken. When you Ruben Amorim now. The Mekoye ya Mikonya sa 2-2 draw made the same thing. The Okoye ni simple. On to me ko biem any Liverpool. Manchester any possessive team. Uko Premier League now kati mo possess here. Manchester and come. By the Manchester be here will game ni ba akope. Be here defensive solidity. Omunya defensive solidity ne first ah. Omo be ko direct no ma hit on the break.
So when you saw there now we Canada just say we here magoa.
Enye personnel no crowd
enye ba say personnel na ye de omo ye.
By structure na the most important thing.
Because defensive stability there say magoa start.
Obi obesha say bi obetima obi obebo because what a Liverpool team now. Omu leave a lot of spaces in between the lines. So the moment ube next defensive solidity, Gravenberch can say open him copy goals as a defensive midfielder. Soboslai Ebeboard as the number 10 obe join the attack. McAllister nya ne form no. It is a unya side defensive solidity. Na utimi hit you among transitions. Uwo Kunya, Uwo Mbwemu, Uwo Amad Diallo, Uwo Benjamin Sesko. So every long ball bianu ube locate Benjamin Sesko to pick the high balls. Then a drop here, second boss na be Kunya.
Sesko ni. And Manchester United fan out training Sesko ni. Now the will see if you call him no we dey on my hope papa. So we image we are image of hope and
image of hope possible.
When na no amokofa ayi your friend saying work for player be edin be jira mo man we call him na nim anya na mo dey ehun akotoko no na Sesko ayi bia
training you dey right. Okay, the reason why I make us say teams are more possessive be Chelsea and Liverpool ko share no we the continue Chelsea be because say e teams so possessive e Premier League Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, City, Villa, Nottingham Forest and Spurs. And the Chelsea bet me any Liverpool will be because say so possessive. Manchester near that type. So the moment I will be no and McGravenberch no other guys near freedom.
Okay.
By say ultimate side defensive solidity now hit you on the breaker. And when Manchester United their strength, so I'm expecting Manchester United say Obebo ne direct attacking football. Direct attacking football is UT Kunya, Amad Diallo, is UT Bruno, is UT Benjamin Sesko. No when you side defensive solidity no. Oh yeah, be Kunya 2-2. So we expecting the same thing. By no cranny be a baako pe. Ye nyam bobo yi. Oh analyze. Liverpool for now no say favorites.
Favorite. Okay. Kwame Dila. Na me rem bomo ne Milos Kekes. Some bomo tinde bono fa hontentem kra. Sa kwa na say pressure kakra won so.
Yeah, true.
Say yes na no omo say wa woni sala ebo bia sala omebo.
Oh munyai sansa.
Mo ankasa no na mo baby we do nsem defending. Baby we nyina do nsem defending.
I don't get it. Na team no lose one on the san ya mane ba.
Says this kana waji. This is kana doso.
Asemo.
Anderson bro na bigimra.
Ken, happy birthday and comma Reynard Smith Nketsia Yeboah Jr.
Oh, okay.
Smith Nketsia Yeboah Jr. Reynard, happy birthday. And Awosi, as well enjoy show no.
Because I know so birthday.
What you say?
Because I know so birthday.
David. Me nim so dun kwawo. And now on can not say dear.
On Tony man bimra.
On see dear near sound so kind of.
TV back where they are repairs TV no crowd break. Kuma kwabrani timi so TV ku se on top fro.
TV wo ha en top fro.
TV ko repairs
Come they say what to 75 inches now say I want fan ko repairs so bende. Devio send there.
So top fro.
32 there your fan ko repairs. Why? 32 inches there all the quiet say pamo. Now come my to 75 inches I say I mean ko top fro. Say they happy.
Ana wonyi so kwan na no mo bi mefa.
Hey, Debi. Ana no ba ku emi de eja ba ku fam ba ku me. Oya.
Okay.
Come.
Yanko. Machi.
Me nkoto fofo. Come na je say o esaya o toko ne na wato fofo.
Awoshi. Okay.
Awoshi on tie nkra no on fambra. Ya twa no.
Nyaketo ho. 85.
What can you open?
Hey, I was all child here. I'm watching you. 85 inches. And I big yes, and there's will be the most me too.
And yeah, Minini,
sort of a boat.
They can't carry no.
And I was in you come.
Kenny, share me twas with free, baby. I only come we. I think it's a copem Yamia Duma game ne be basono. Ruben Amorim and Snassi on the Kwan. On share Oliver Glasner. Diencia, ne 3-4-3 no. Or they are Liverpool in recent times. Liverpool ain't mini Oliver Glasner mobile.
And your Crystal Palace as a club mom. And a TT clubs no. Oliver Glasner my club Crystal Palace. Only a mobile.
Crystal Palace. Simo Timini Paye City for.
Yes, City.
But ne 3-4-3 no it's simi am short.
Okay.
But let me tell you say. 3-4-3 the last year Okobo 1-1 Anfield. Community said a year 2-2 and Okobo penalties and Manisha and now ye or send it 2-1. That game Well, first a late goal nearby, and you might be wrong because in the first half they could have beaten Liverpool by 5. Alisson and the same situation. I'm like, Sir Manchester, I bet sick game no say how to beat Liverpool. They need to analyze Crystal Palace game. Say the same system na yebo, but Adai and Oliver did it to me and a Slaughter did it ain't to me. Then we can begin to analyze the game from there. Because what is worrying is say Manchester, Liverpool, so we no air bobola, me a rival so. And was attention here bebre chance and yes you wouldn't see. But the last 14 league games, Manchester Shabakupe, embarrassing. We cannot be talking about rival games. I only obiabo 14 league games. What Shabaku say
14.
It is bad. Into Manchester need to rise. They need to understand how Liverpool. Okay. Crystal Palace or defending against Liverpool about low blocks. Low block no. Obey Liverpool for say come and attack me. Now after Oma catch them on a counter break. 2. Only Liverpool bar say all press here. The front three no omu press narrow. Very, very narrow. The idea is say omu Liverpool and pass the ball no centrally and come Gravenberch McAllister. Point number 2 no oh yeah Manchester. You are noting all these things. Okay. Michelle Nancy Liverpool recent games. One of those observations so my say see Vera Van Dijk, Konate, they are used to playing with Alisson in post. Alisson Bono or turn right into a more pass or more kato when you cranwa. Omni baby or more botwa. Alisson before Bono. And it is communication. They have done that so many years. Say Mamandasvili or your left footer. Into one of the ball I turn right.
Na Mamandasvili so far by who is saying.
Oh, and you're bad.
Alisson Praba.
Oh no, you see, Afe na waba. Me unsa man for misplace. He's okay.
Oh, okay.
He's okay. Liverpool for turn for the future. Inti Obefa. Also no he left. Inti unpassable not to the right and send on the corner left. Yes sir. Extra press. Inti who understand all these Liverpool factors sir. That's okay. So what do I do? Because Liverpool problems so many are free. Number 1, teams are about low blocks. Near minim Ruben Amorim. Sporting Lisbon versus Manchester City. Sa famous 4-1 man for can. Sporting Lisbon about 27% of ball possession. Just 27. Sporting Lisbon about shots 9, 6 of them 9 on target. Manchester City about 20 shots. You 4-1. It is not as if Ruben Amorim cannot do it. He has done that before. Where he gave possession to the opponents, at the end of it, he got the results. Me who say Amorim no per control. But my point is that a game one, we should the contest of this game. A Liverpool team one. Liverpool lose to Crystal Palace. Galatasaray Arsenal. Chelsea Arsenal. Before the kickoff, na ebia na Arsenal Arsenal. Ebia. So Arsenal sha pressure will Liverpool for so they cannot drop points. Into who the contest of this game. It tells you say a gamer Liverpool cannot afford to drop points. They will come attacking Manchester United. So what do? Bait them. Who baits you or more? You catch them on a counter break. Issue number 2. Who share an slot press conference? And I go for question. What is happening to Liverpool? He kept on saying, he said, Premiership on assasa, long balls now does be brave. Say teams, about throw-ins. Just said he kept on complaining. Where come on? But the last 4-5 press conferences and slots they be out complaining. Premiership ya say no. Last season na born da form kama. Say apim no dorso. let me give you a context. And I'm acquiring more research, kakra. Ken, research nini. 5 key changes will Premiership after listening to Anna Slots. Marco Shichini. Showings na enkane se okoshe Stoke City. Na deal up ebe to throw out in say Stoke for Subayano. Showings no aye toko penalty box in no. Even in 2020, 2021, na omoto just 6% and the penalty box in Last season, omoto 13% and the penalty match say a move from 6% to 13%. This season, you do 27%.
I know you asked for a semenyo. Say semenyo. Also the Juma back. No,
the Juma back.
And asked a team in as well.
And a palace of was
palace for you. And the teams, I don't know, and sort of most teams in almost Premier League. No more.
Oh, says you see, you be say, Ampa in the Premiership no assassin. Say we a coach, you need to adjust. So my first throwing at you. Say throwing be about Premiership no be a tam towel. Enkane dilapadia ya complain say etwam no ababio.
Say for the status idea.
Oh, en fan Charles no munyina yi. Enye clubs ni nya badodo na aye bi. Palace say ukom wa saa o. Town no so ya catch referees ni say omo yesa munjin free omo nsem ba referees ni yi omuni. And to say throw-ins et said you be enya penalty. Just say wako Brentford for her. Onya throw-in I say we nya penalty. No when you jet because only say chance aba. Throwing keku. Since they say a move from 6% to 13% today, 27%.
As a season, we're going to be an equal better something.
This is all a team. Now, we need players a war problem. And don't see, say Jeremy from Liverpool a got proper right back the aba. O so the bebo. Otia. Say Pep Guardiola also the recall Luis Berger right back who says so be up a height. Okay. Normal set pieces, corner kicks, free kicks near the no. What I say? Say set pieces at dorsal. Pa chain previous years. There also be passes are pass. And also say Premiership are falling.
She say pass it.
Yeah, boom. Let me give you a context. Goal kick. From 2010 to last year, Afibia percentage in about from goalkeepers in mobile because ball playing about the ball not from you pass the ball from the back and okay. Season way say 51.9% goalkeeper for baller.
Oh bless him.
Boom. A for baller, munko 2. Premiership. Say throw-ins, goal kicks, set pieces, passes above from everything is changing. Say header goals. See above ball beating it here, header goals. It increased by 19.8% in the Premiership this season. And go on. Say Mateta mo bobo. Benjamin Sesko mo say on say be a pet player or so what.
Say what matter? Omona ejijo modi.
Aha, say strikers never Premiership. One.
Sesko mo.
Crystal Palace Mateta say Man U was Sesko. Arsenal was Gyökeres. Manchester City was Haaland.
But the almost first strikers are Tintinia Kessie. Once a bomber for Sarboy no. Almost strike a teacher. Debbie was almost strike a teacher Ketwano.
Yeah. Did you escape? Ivan Nelson. Yeah.
Once effective bar.
Yeah.
On funny team should go but effective Unimbobo.
Yeah.
See the South strikers in the free free Premier League no more. We are high it is our remote type no. Why remember be more? Say the
Jomoya ye de. And don't see say Anna Slots are starting or complaining sir.
So almost say league no.
Almost say
time. Okwa won.
Say Premiership no almost say no. Because they say it's a matter of wow betinya pim. Among for the problems now kwakwa Mikel Arteta say.
Arteta all say we no. League is almost Arteta na say no. But once Arsenal so to me bobo fe pa. Say do time Arsenal dominating football.
Now they do the set pieces so they are or they are ankesefo ne be so because Arsenal back four no say left back no or prefer Calafiori danger
height. So now send for the say as set pieces in the bar during Timbako Calafiori ko Gabriel ko
Saliba
ko and dear I used to be Bobino your friend is saying this boy this Spanish that be do chroma to me or boy Juma baby
Mikel Merino
honestly a very good one and the friend says 5 we are not 6 way about bossuma untimi
what problem
yes untimi
inti
enti engine to Miss Arsenal for say almost say Premier League
because say the phenomenal bia bass say it looks like the rest of the clubs are beginning to fall
because it's a set piece at the goal bar
it's just one
and to be an just open play is a goal bar now Arsenal for the goals to be bra ye nyina ye bi nti say na say once Ghana kra say no boy yes we boy yo yeah blasters yes we boy na say Musa Samanyo so be fa bi
on so to Black Stars again say no any we should find solutions to it and now about Maresca press conference Chelsea Bobolo and Central for kept on asking Maresca about Chelsea corner kicks how Chelsea Bobo ask Chelsea about ask Maresca about relevant questions. Almost Bernardo Cueva Chelsea confirmed by Pampa Chelsea's last 8 away games. Chelsea has shot 4 corner kicks. Into Chelsea also the corner kicks are kind of one. So it is said and Central for the bar questions set pieces no more is saying what by them was
and as road to me be but also Konate no Van Dijk these are big giants
he says he needs to adapt he needs to adapt
Jeremy from Pond there because Liverpool say home game Eden so the be Palace we dey be Brentford we dey be Newcastle we dey be grounds ni
if and to add to your context Krano say Liverpool for both fee ni about 80 minutes na goal difference ni ya one Liverpool be yin from osuro so shot teams are omoye sa throw him kick na sa nema no a obeyin from but you see these things are yaking and as what Sajat to say it is Liverpool's problem so Manchester United can they take advantage of it they need to well
and United so one team na found success could win na jeni tika pass your magwa
on anything
and on so me so start
say delete
because delete your form
honestly see delete Lenny Euro and Luke Shaw probably possibly you see may expect say maybe a double chance for Liverpool hopefully Ken not nominate Chelsea game in Wahoo you see from the 13th of September the 27th of September Chelsea went through difficult period from the game on ball against Brentford they thought they were winning throwing be by a man for they lost to Bayern Munich they lost to Manchester United and also Lincoln be say mukakra and lose to Brighton but all of a sudden as a Chelsea momentum no afa and international holidays no abe breaking Chelsea down see minimum say we need 100 90% will say Chelsea easy win against Nottingham Forest but with the Premiership here you are always careful about early kickoffs Nottingham they are playing very very bad football as Postecoglou Ebiane say nkofo esusu say Olusua they might sack him. Why? Because they are playing bad football. But and also so any guarantees you need to be very careful. One of the problems I have with Chelsea is again, it's me more Premiership as at this stage. The highest top scorer for Chelsea, Moises Caicedo, and Enzo Fernandez, 2 defensive midfielders. Any more for the year the front 4 they need to start getting goals. The last time I shared statistics of Joao Pedro, I was sad. Joao Pedro ampa. So say the last 5 games, just a short no crown on to mo. The last time Joao Pedro scored a goal was 30th of August against Fulham. Wako 8 games. 8 games club and country on Shego. Entire worrying. Chelsea are playing well. Their last 2 games, they've played very, very well. But Chelsea, any more for no, they need to start getting the goals. I'm expecting Chelsea win, but I'm expecting that the front 4, they need to start scoring goals. Well, Girona and Barca game in the
okay.
They here pa your lineup no. Obiama ne ninko lineup no. And no Hans Flick try Alejandro Baldi. Our left wing white say coach no or bre pa injuries no. And easy. Players name prepare Danny Olmo, Lewandowski, Rafinha, Ferran Torres mono. As it is affecting the coach's lineup. Ken. First of all, Barcelona midfield trainer. A possible so remember Marcus Ado a starting game because of injuries na AC no. Femi Lopez no possibly a piano a starting game from the bench or best starting pa. Misusu say en kamema jimu no me ya me na me Hansia en kama born as a false 9 instead. Reason is say you see Barcelona will need Marcus Ado, Frankie de Jong as the double pivot. Na ebia Pedri as a 10. Na Femin abona because Rashford as a number 9 against Sima a low block. Na I'm not too comfortable kakra because I would always want to see Marcus Rashford from the left. Na or Katsi in. Na onya sa spaces na open. But maybe coach sees otherwise. Feels say bia obetimi aba Alejandro Baldi abo from the left. No Marcus Rashford ejina as number 9. Whichever the rotations may be, Barcelona needs to get a win. Because say Barcelona 2 games they played before the international break. International break na be boa mo say respite coach ninya. But they need to start building momentum because enche Classico ni beba and you start see Classico ni ba be chance no abo game is be wa na we winning star games na the confidence na sanso aba back. I'm expecting a win for Barcelona, but the here I'm going to see front 4 arrangements in the day. Well, Hetafe 4 day. One thing we know, per possession. Bodelas team, you know. One, Okwala Lega teams are possess ball cra. Hetafe, Real Oviedo and Levante, sang 3 clubs. Per possession. 2 about her tefe team na say one na buy yellow cast bebre kwa omo basa and now no many basa bono. One thing Basa did very, very well was to get early goal. Because her tefe when they bono or tifia and my name build confidence because confidence ne ba obe how it's early goal important. Senya sa na game not travel ko be 45 minutes first half ya bewie na ma Hetafe for the build confidence ebe ha Madrid because Madrid should be told games are kin e dan Real Madrid enim no afei ene ye be hu the Real Jabi Alonso obo Hetafe wi a obebo Juventus obebo Barcelona obo Barcelona wi obebo Valencia and some obebo Liverpool. And see, to start with, you need a win against Hetafe. Well, okay. Madrid game no so. Should Bellingham ever start say possibly or start here? Why na echo right wo? Obe maintaining man stand one and also the other goal and a ball because they say in the kwaya me to say Jude no so I fitter number 10 on nebefa. Number say man stand one on home back and answer other goal. Because they say if Jude Bellingham is not playing, Ada Gule will take the number 10 position. In also so the lineup is very crucial. We know what the coach wants to do. I'm expecting another win for Real Madrid against Hetafe, possibly. The rest of the games, because of time, Arsenal there, Fulham for no, Omunya there, Nemo, Omufie, they don't lose.
Marco Silva.
And remember my game, no, I ending.
What in big games, Papa?
Big games.
Okay.
Fulham, they are struggling. In fact, I'm players the 1-1-1-1 goal. I'm also they are struggling to get goals. But Ken Arsenal no, I consider triple. City ashebako, Liverpool ashebako, Newcastle ashebako. Teams that Arsenal are considered against. There's an Arsenal defense, you know. They are very, very strong.
Alice Wobi form somewhat Chukwueze Nigerian for so your brothers no youngest I give me service accommodation
Arsenal form no
Arsenal
match for
Bre na yewia ye ba ye kotoko game num na ba be bro ma jidin komo kakra Biggie we mo kakra mame
kenam mame sha say from Italy AS Roma and Inter Milan a big game this weekend na between these two sides there senka unya tidin na me sure say team I expect say when ne be call the man should be Inter Milan in all honesty, but Inter Milan no have baby omu free from the Simeone Inzaghi time. The kind of team or build there, any quality and more dynasty, games this season, since a Christian Kivu take over, the performance of Inter Milan Bobokono, and Shadan said na etie, which is last season and some seasons ago. But at least coach tried the possible best. Obetimi keep up with the kind of standard Obetoye. No abon homo de na niema kon kanka kadia mano. AS Roma, on the other hand, has gotten one of the most experienced managers in the Italian Serie A, Gianpiero Gasperani. Yenimno, when it comes to say build the team, shishe team na fan compete league more. He's one of the best. But Gasperani is also one say, no matter how strong he builds a team, say obey that force, league, I am not difficult at the amano. At Atalanta. Or build the team na no more competitive time bia. But for them to come to that level, so Babaji League, it was a bit difficult. But he did other things with the team. Not any league, but probably it was one of the best things in the history of Atlanta football. Getting the Europa Cup, any idea. So as a builder, he has always been there for any club or Bekum. Ken, this time around, Wakofa Roma Bobokono. Ofa Roma Bobokono or Shesha Niema. Now this game. A game may be very interesting because two teams from Obaba Beshiano and the best attacking side Italian Serie A versus the best defensive side. Inter Milan and found that Neman Shedan was planned and Neman Shedan was said any part of the one. But Inter Milan in the Italian Serie A so far has 17 goals Italian Serie A or Kwakoshia AS Roma. Roma no only Kwakoshia and so conceded just 2 goals in the entire Serie A season. And this is a side that defensively are very strong. The advantage for Inter Milan and say at the Stadio Olimpico, AS Roma home, can since 2016 AS Roma Bobokuno and share Inter Milan or Hoda. Say ye legal, say ye game bayo on Timin. It is only Inter Milan. Now we took one for such grounds, and we team say baby I will connect tie favor. So you go with some sort of confidence. But Roma on the other hand last season, also by confident because the woman they want to be that is very true. But Otibiko Inter home Koko shine 1-0. And it's a Inter bar with a lot of the players Omugusuya available. No, they have it at the back of their mind. Say if we were able to do it against them home last season, this time around we can break that kind of gene. That problem. Two teams in set up with a 3-back system. And remember game now is interesting. The Biamekasa when 2 styles meet, the one who plays it better gets the upper hand. It's almost Shiano. Well, be on near me and I'll bet me a pick points and near my kind the amount. AS Roma, Eben few say setting up the team, the 3-back system, Evan Indika, who has been solid for them this season throughout their campaign. Gianluca Mancini and then Selec. These 3 players they made generation one of the AS Roma Bobokoro. Inter Milan also a very strong attack. Lautaro Martinez, the experience and the performance, it has never been in doubt. But problem back when they say, the partner on the bottom in Bia when you comfort when you etimi boni ye pa. Which is Marcus Thuram. Can Thuram a prayer when you available? And then you be creative to Krokaka. And so any move on them. Ediama a team a friend say Inter Milan, and that is the problem of Mubenya. But in the absence of Marcus Thuram, there is a young boy, Angie Yuan Bosa. Oh, no, so the performance this season. What Chelsea he's a good player. Ken, opportunity or misuse, at least he has gotten some sort of goals. 21-year-old. On starting baby was starting only 1 game in the Diama Inter this season. But on 1 goal, 3 assists. It's anytime he gets the opportunity or tries to be creative as much as to be pressure be chebi. It is only about partner Lautaro Martinez. Any Lautaro Martinez experience obe control akwadano na niema konkan dia momo. In midfield, so Roma per results are there is one player Manu Kone. Was so ye ejuma ye pa. Edema Roma Bobo Kono. He's been an engine about a destructive job, but he's always been there for them. O Jim Film fi one control games the AS Roma. But o kwa shia midfield consider Enrique Mkhitaryan, Nicolo Barella. These are players are on any day mobile creative trouble and yama opponent will Mishia. Inter Milan no matter what still has that kind of quality. So we will beat any form of opponent on Mekwa. But I feel say AS Roma that defensive solidity this season. How good they have been in all their games. I will consider fewer number of goals, and some are ready to compete for the title. This is the time they will have to prove that kind of point. And imagine say now we share a team like Inter Milan. The morale booster I never blow with team no any coach any obia, and I feel so Roma this time around after 16 solid years Inter Milan and Olympico today they might be breaking that genes. A double chance for AS Roma team no, possibly a 2-1 win for AS Roma. Ken, moving on, Chelsea in Nottingham Forest game no. Nottingham Forest modern morning ye no crepa enkoyi kra at the start of the season and omunya 1 win. If you want to be Sam Ram and Okasai, Omuntimi win a match. In fact, Coach FN Ange Postecoglou by 7 matches and Wabo, Ediamabo Bokono. 7 matches now Bonakin. On Winnibi, we're losing Marco 5 and Wadro just 2. It's the performance of the coach a bad. Players be a last season. No, we are very instrumental. Edman Nottingham Forest Bobo Kuti Chris Wood. This season, on finding the goal scoring form. Gibbs White and any other players ever on my omoboa, Callum Hudson Odoi. But the more they create, who create the man, the number 9 Obeche goes no. Number 9 Obeche goes in the school now on find the scoring boots no. It's a Jumana ding. Aqua BB or one of the Amaomo. The performance has been poor. Chelsea, on the other hand, and so you are crippled with a bit of injuries. But at the Abakwa, I mean, Chelsea last 5 matches. Aha Chelsea pa can indiscipline. I am talking about indiscipline because Chelsea last 5 matches, emu 3, Chelsea had red cards. Emu 3. It was 1 against Benfica. And a Chelsea Bobo only did red card ultimately win. But even with that, that game in a 90 plus 6 and Omunya red card. It was at the dying best of the game. The game against Manchester United at Chelsea Lucy. Omu did red card. Omu goalkeeper Robert Sanchez in the 5th minute. It was too early for any team to settle a game, so could do red cards at time now. It was one of the reasons they affected Chelsea Bobo. Manchester United now 2 early goals. When you have 2 goals, United into the red card no. I be penal. Chelsea came into the game. Into clearly. The catcher me say Chelsea had discipline no man this red card no. Nan ke be den the Manchester United so be Chelsea Bobo no. Into the red card affected the Chelsea performance. Chelsea be Brighton. Over Brighton no. Chelsea signed the red card biom in the first half. Not Chelsea Ashabako. Almost controlling game in the first half no. First half Chelsea ball possession 70%. Emma Brighton ball just 30. After the first half, 53rd minute, and a Chelsea Cocody red card. Chelsea did our red card in the rear, you know. And a Brighton a bad game anymore. And in the second half ball possession, Brighton ball 53 and a Chelsea ball 47. And clearly, Chelsea are not so dominant in the first half. And now I show 1-0. Compare the 53rd minute over the red card, no. Or the red card, you know. Brighton are back in the game. Ever control game, no. Ever take, no. Essentially, change me look at home. And my Brighton be winning 3-1. And the idea back what Chelsea this time around has been in discipline. Red card, somebody.
No, but the red card, no. So we can say, Enzo Maresca can't be say, most that you get used to. Is there one chrome which share training with 11 with 10? Say training with 10. Who your coach? Now team no I crippled with injuries idea back what say we say obesa avoid these red cards and also unnecessary cards e play how omo munim boma no mo betimi save you team no so ya no makwa di red card the last time it was Robert Sanchez against United. Against Brighton it was Trevor Chalobah, Chelsea's best central defender this season. And now you're back or you're available. He has to talk to the players. Said, yeah, omo nkonko di unnecessary cards.
because I out akasa asembi na sa asem no eno nti na medi Chelsea nkomo we say red card wo football mu say bibia u game plan o system o formation u bibia it is a Chelsea make sure so mo be stay discipline no mo nkonko di red card unnecessarily I feel say for Nottingham Forest emfa woni ba bi omoda no enye side bi ebetimi ababa be ha Chelsea bo boko no I will go for a win for the Chelsea club. Now Manchester City and Everton. Can I ba kwa e was a Premier League no mo hwe no mo dwene ho biem. No mo rescinded that decision. A player o ko bolo na o shali parent club
and e mo so mo nyina kwaji tum da nyenne o mo ntimi nsesa no.
E was so mo sesa no.
Cause enka Jack Grealish twa mo so.
Jack Grealish form now.
Twa mo so.
He is Everton's best player.
O wa minimum
Papa. Or your Everton best player this season.
Papa so tinche no o mo ball bi.
Of course. Penny baji because me be show. Now best player nya available a. Advantage at the moment. There are other players almost work quality like Liman Ndiaye, super player. One of the best attacking midfielders who Premier League the performance and it was so.
This season or no Anthony, only two players be a dream almost.
Yes.
That boy Anthony.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Liman Ndiaye. Liman Ndiaye performance and it was so. And such a player, I will hold him there. But the absence of Jack Grealish, if you are looking at the contribution, 7 matches no more bono. He's played 6 and was started. I think the first game one started. He came from the bench. But from there, opportunity he's made it count. 1 goal, 4 assists, 5 goal contribution for such a player and Onya available. Mfama Everton Bobokono. Manchester City won the problems, the absence of Rodri. But I feel say one thing I was a Pep Guardiola at this stage. What him dealing with because Rodri a year fit here consistent for Manchester City. There is Nico Gonzalez or Baba Bejinem now boy Juma. The danger man for the Manchester City team now Jeremy Doku. If you want to stop Manchester City, make sure you are stopping Doku.
Who's the Doku, Papa?
Ken he's doing very well this season.
Tell him the decision making.
Decision making not a problem. Still now he has to work on that. Goals in him, but at least he's giving assist for the Manchester City team or treating we no and Shempoa or contributing to the goal scoring form of the Manchester City team. Erling Braut Haaland, James Tarkowski, and Michael Keane. Ken this season for club, for country, the only match Haaland and Shego against Tottenham. Match be our this season be our Shego.
Or Shego. Say we produce say on a Hurricane.
Match be a Haaland double beer. He has 9 goals in the Premier League with 1 assist from matches I able so far. The only game I want to go against
and you can show the best start.
Debbie,
this is in considered starting the open.
So best stopping on and I quite problem. Omo mu be gina mfimfin honom. Kenan Drisbury Hall. No many other players, James Garner, on Benjamin Finfield, Everton, Bobo Kunde, Jumaye, because if you're able to stop the ball from transiting from the midfield, Echo striker no Honma, striker no own your balls in the Binya de Emmo. But Haaland to share the this season. So what last season in the previous seasons, he has always been a station number 9. But this season, most of the time, born in Haaland to be Ben Finfin. No about the football, no initiate attack. He's one player a ball keeper to speed power. Initiate attack, we are no organic. No train ball no agye and stopping him has been a problem for teams this season, and I believe say the quality there can a bad thing so be beating me stopping. I'll go for a 3-1 win for the Manchester City team. They have the quality to beat Everton on any day. Ken
3-1 City against Everton. And no Biggie, Mamin Samra, and I mean, Komo Kakrasisia, Yabafi, Emma Sebi Santikoro come straight near the Jim Komo because and ho. Ena yebewo be patro Buzia Ventures SMM Fanto anim se o pa adwuma Buzia Ventures eton phones for la we sisi a unwe bi so e pa adwuma 0244 722 303 0244 722 303 na Kubuzia Ventures we sisi a 0244 722 303 Fresisia na adwuma Buzia Ventures was here eno ayede etie no na yentwa so eni yenkomo no yemfa de aka nyina enso emra 711 pub chairman 1 menua aye beso kwaku flick ene aye ninua ma moko no mama ye hu de ko kwaku flick kunsu mankra so ɛyɛ kwan so ɛna ɛyɛ 7 ɛyɛ 11 ɛyɛ pacha man ho bibia ɛbɛyɛ kama ho na opanyi bia bɔkɔ deɛ
ken nyame adum bia bɔkɔ
kotoko for the demochi no o mo change no mo nyi Liverpool for him free o mo nyi Liverpool na Manchester United for him free na mo ma me kotoko
picture na modin o
we dey need the hope
fantastic
we do try ni
yeah
na Kings Cup ababedu we fast na ba
nyamba idea maybe na nyamba
sir Edison na dem mon ye bibia na
Edison de nyame no nkuru wadi kan nyane de ya de politin bi politin abre no
Kings Cup Commerce City Mall tram breakfast for ne Kings na mame kotoko sei adum pempen so sei de mame de akoso team na nkasa mu me pese me hu so far preparation and study boys no
ma me wie league na me wie ana nka me de korokodo na wie na ma
ka kotoko asem udu a wie ana wa beka league asem league ni na o ya de ana ko ba bia kotoko akon
okay
nti festival
okay nti
ana anya sa
Ghana league o
wo ya de ana ko ba bia kotoko no ka ma sem wie ana ma ba ba
okay me ni kan ka kotoko okay nti jebeko na CAF Confederation Cup of course Asante Kotoko nyame admede ochina wa Accra Sports Stadium Aremfi say Asante Kotoko ebo with that in the athletic club of course no WAC nti nyame adma 3 p.m. energy no baso nemo opeso korebia mpacho hye no so say 50 Ghana cedis bebia center line of VIP no enso 200 Ghana cedis na boss as part of Asante Kotoko egusu a womo preparations na be ya game no bibia betimi akoye no enra Asante Kotoko team no led by your friend lawyer Safo Duku communication team chairman no na the tense okopie mu obi sansona imano entry and after branch friend Hilary Adabo na omukọ ekosi sen obi show no so enra obi dedicate show ni nyina edema Asante Kotoko team na interview awodo bebre nyina promotion awodo Asante Kotoko se na be ya supporters no enso ebe stadium na enra omukopie mu no ena ne obi ebusa zito na zeze no aya na kwan be na mofa so a kanene na nka mo monitor club no se bi obi ba ne koroko ba be bo opponent bi ba be bo kwan be so na mofa so a mutimi monitor na mo je report bi ne ada enema bi efrom yintinsem a zito edit
no science bi no asempa
yes of course on enra teams ni koroko players no ena coach Zito and lawyer Safo no studio no ma and round the time nyina de mo promote game no asem
okay
obi
pass say time na bobo physically na yeko you send somebody to study the team physically but then adina sisa into your video analysis you bring down their bona and the obet team into department and you team into department now only players you will look at the department win first and then you see the loopholes and the good side of the team then you bring them together and we all watch that this is how they play.
Now on the second one no Kwara United mu yi omu film kwa be so because na I say kotokoshe na Kwara ate Zito mu ye den na mukọ ho amukọ yi Kwara fo na efiri mu
yes the more you share no the more no take okay ye wie no me ko hwe video no me no wan na hwe ye ma Kwara full space too much in defense you see ya adwuni na yenkoshe so when you your attitude tower go scoring no you shame at the break kofa but we lost concentration there so in the second game we also so I told them in the second goal let's try to deny them the space and then pick out the best in them and then try to work on them and then so we were able the first 20 minutes I told them they will come on it's like nobody's business but to me so more so now one bebre so that was the strategic way I had to cry until when we came the second half.
enti eno ensem kakra zito editu dwa enso eno no na Emmanuel entry enso ekasai na one de ani nyina yese kotoko supporters no wo fro bia se mu nyina mombra crash sports no nyame adma da ochina yentie Emmanuel entry. Yes, Emmanuel entry there no na Hilary Adabo eno de Dagbani enso ekasa se nei koroko supporters nyina game no edin obia Emra Stadium onti Hilary Adabo enso de Dagbani and calling on the supporters of Asante Koroko ne other clubs nyina.
Omo supporters no?
Of course. Sure.
Okay.
Yenti Hilary Adabo. Okay. Say no enya ready one dia no ya tie enso eno no na enra work ekoye training enso ewo eye Legon Sports Stadium
where obi ewa sempa
of course
me patrofie gini na efri asempa ye bedo mo se eho na kotoko omokoye promo ni bebre ewa kra enjina chese obi show no a political show
of course
but odema ye kotoko form mo ebedidi nkomo kakra nti idea na ready no mamintie no kakra
Dagbani
Dagbani for me call on the supporters to come
الصورة ده بنزها إذا فلا لور هلال هذا بو يروم تكو الصورة ده بنزها ده بنقبا ne متجنا تتبصونسي ne على هردتي يمي فيتو اللي شو انت تمن وداد نمي يمي دمي انت هكذا تكون قبل لما Adi Gana Zabwell because Gana Zana Katin Zane. In Muka maybe Ghana Premier League Katin Kotokoma has the Kotokoman team shell up. It's a Gana Zana Katin Zanmila Buelong. So if you come the Yankana, it's a Gana V and Belakotoko Konkovi. So this.
Okay.
Yes.
We didn't change more crowd. We didn't. Was on me support on Kotoko supporters in a. Obeto Mochia, Bibia, Ebe Kama, Meto Mochi. What I say, and one. And I ever say no. Now has once or Kahas will buy you. So which them do and found so Kotoko now has. I was no kind. Okay. So on tier and
I mean Tintina
into my church woman.
Oh, okay.
And yes, all your Kotoko has with your gun again.
Oh, fantastic.
Fantastic. Go back as
yeah. Okay. And the Yabat was so at a free work from Enra training our Legon Sports Stadium. My fee say and then Yami Adma Nomi and 3 p.m. One more Ebesaka create training our Crash Sports Stadium.
Hi Legon.
Work Legon no and work for a train no back and rechi almost red and then almost almost white and he work for no and as I'm get out and you say with the
packaging
packaging in the be crying in the
aye players remove the same for the packaging and no bad they won't between the the boss no be good form once on back pitch no so boss no be brave na say omo twetwe be kaka be so ayo wo so no be passing na ayo ha ayo mongere mo ho ebefa
ebeko
na ba ko na se wo say ni siri okay
yeah and eno ye de tie enso eno no na yemfa ni so because I had a discussion be bre baso on koroko eye work game no na yemfa Ghana Premier League akran so na fi yempeja yemu de tie ni say Ghana Premier League no there week 6 matches na baso and 2 games baso Dreams FC Ebo Nations FC no miensa and afi Mediama Sporting Club Ebo Samates live enso Onia TV eno de tie no e da ochina games no
never life no
everybody Mediama ene FC Samates
ene ye Uniani TV3
ana se be Uniani TV3 yes sorry
Uniani TV3 ene Unia enti ene ye
TNA
okay TNA Mediama Nations no
live Samates
yes ene live
live no miensa enti nyame adma da ochina Sunday game no beto aso All Blacks ebo Holy Stars and afi Bechem United and Vision FC Brokum Chelsea ebo Accra Hearts of Oak nomiensa and asa game no betumi atoja and also live on TV3 any Onia TV enti echina nomiensa nya sem kitokra TV no ba ko ba na fi
kotoko about 3 p.m.
yes
against WAC has about 3 p.m.
Yes,
Brokum.
sure.
Omone Brokum Chelsea. Okay.
Yeah. And the other
ba ko belusu.
I dey ba ko belusu. Eye den ya video ba ko belusu o.
So mean about 3 p.m.
Eye den ya ba ko belusu o. Se ba ko bia se ya na koyi ba video bi ebe dane.
Okay. Trust me.
Okay. And the whole United and so about Diana Stars. Na Monday games no enso etimi atwa so e wono mo Gold Stars ebo Heart of Lions and have 11 Wonders ebo Karela United na Mario Vicenka Koroko ni Young Apostles and ebo nemum game no ya postpone because of Koroko ebo eye CAF Confederation no and ya de tie enso eno no na on that no board any Asante Koroko otaka eye board chairman former board chairman Dr. Kwame Chiasempa de ten say Dr. Kwame Chiasa ya na de ni biemu de ten say on say oko die hard eye supporters are Ghana omo na na support Ghana Black Stars ni ade no eni omo Kumase no wa base wo nyina de omo konkran so omo nkowe kotoko any work game no ene no achi no Nations FC supporters omo so eko na Nations any Dreams FC game no omo kwakwa no omo no so no aka chom say mo point na mama Kumase me say pe ba bia mama da nyame ya mo do china monko Accra Sports Stadium monko support Asante Kotoko boboku no enti eno ye de Dr. Kwame Chiasempa former board chairman Edema Asante Koroko wono so etimi aye ede support Asante Koroko no
Jaho kakrabi Edison opanyi owakomapa yakaso bi wakomapa edema Asante Kotoko awe oka ho papa ye oda TV so yi owakomapa edema team no we free team num but ade bi e be fa team no hu bia
sure
men kai de panyina ya poli die won so da bi odi animu bibi bi e beba yemfa sikamra yenkoboa da bia no di akire ono so atene timo so be fa bus e dia bus supporters e mun konko support kotoko omo bo Africa wa Accra enye easy thing emro no wa woni team
Ken
so this man Dr. Kwame Chiasempa bia obi akoso a na nyambe koso ahira waya de watch out
Kotoko no ankasa no ho politics na ya na ha adwen
politics iguni pa ni mase
board members no a bebre no a mo besin call ye recently omo anom ne Dr. Kwame Chiasempa omo anom ne Dr. Kwame Chiasempa ko ne nyina no nanze we hu omo unto omo ngambie wo
okay also where is he
nzo unto obi anka bio
omo free or obi akọ
of course. What I say?
At that time, so I'm talking about brain.
It's as if they love, but I am not a hard dream. Koto konsam no can be brave abeti ni pa bi na so but.
Financial so
Obia oyini sika e de boade bi na chese o akoma pa de echiro. Enye easy to run Kotoko for 6 months. De bia na meka say ade ba ko a sebi Dr. Kwame Chiasempa oyini pa on form so nipe bia
mistakes
be sure say on one kasa deep within so oye self analysis of those times around Kotoko most oye form so bebre me am see ubisa me metimi aka na form so
oye mistakes bebre
but my point is that
I don't know what my club no
me kra no me ye no kra dia to nchen Kotoko who care what one nyasam ketu for someone individual or no kwa who run in 6 months to cry na for mu what did I tell you? I say, for doing that, and I still, mukono wana muko physical so de ma money de. After all, in somewhere ya kafan ho atemdi dia ye die dino pa still no ano. Say we ukono wa, uka so ma 2 cities obey the amount just because e bia Kotoko because anano Kotoko kwa branka fse ko bubu nkonwa.
Ode chomo.
Nti akomana de. Say be
that's what they say in some year Jomobi.
Debbie. Into no maybe there on form so dear, but Papa no doso.
Dr. Kwame Che, and say dedicate by 3-4 minutes and so at Yaman in there.
Oh no.
Wabaya bought chairman Yaman Sante Kotoko. But Bibia e Fakotoko Mubia, Debia, Omoko time bia na wabromo, Debio Dietri, Yamona Basso, Wayati. What's say a club on an odo. Or no edo club. So what you say, oh, say Uniho, Uguso edo club.